hip-hop culture and geek culture were at odds, clashing over dominance amongst society on who deserves the right to be considered best. The great culture feud lasted for decades with no end in sight, until one crew decided enough was enough. Deuces, Lib, Bacardi, and Didge, collectively known as Geekset, stepped up when the world needed it and became the only place that blends hip-hop culture and geek together.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, the only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces, and with me, I got my man Didge.
What's happening, people?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
He cut you quick. He cut right to you really
he
quick.
didn't know where to go.
Yeah, he definitely cut to you
always,
really quick.
We got my man Bacardi.
What's good, everybody? How are we doing today?
You know what? Like we was talking about before we hit the clacker, man, I am ready to pod.
I'm definitely ready to pod. It's been a long week.
Well, here's the difference between I'm gonna say probably other podcasters, because they probably don't have other jobs besides like them what they're doing.
Yeah,
is that we really don't see each other unless we pod.
Yeah, that's too. That's what
we have to live through that group chat.
That's why I know Liv don't love us like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, we don't see each other every 2 weeks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
we have to lift and get work done through that group chat.
Yeah.
So I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it really do be hard. It's hard when you really, if you feel like you need to take the day off or whatever, but you like, fam, it's one day out every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so that's what I said. I get it. So I'm like, when I heard this excitement through, like I heard his text. You know what I'm saying? Like I really wanted the podcast today. Like I heard it. I'm like, bro, this nigga gotta get some shit off today. You know what I'm saying? Like we living. That Spiderman got a nigga riled.
That trailer was cold. That trailer was cold.
The trailer was definitely cold.
Before I get into that, because I wanted to bring up something, and I was going to talk about it before Clacker, but I want to talk about it on camera.
You want to get out the way real quick.
Yeah, because this is hilarious. So my daughter, she makes videos now, and on this app called Gotcha Life, right? But it's like YouTube Shorts, like it's kind of like TikTok and everything like that.
Okay.
But it's really just a whole bunch of just voiceovers with the avatar of the game, and you kind of can move it and doing.
Oh,
stuff.
Like it's not you, it's Avatar.
Yeah, it's Avatar, right? So she was like, so for the longest, she kept on telling me she wanted to make a YouTube channel, and I was like, nah. Wait till you get into the teens, right?
Yeah,
then she was like,
there's some great people, there's some kids doing something.
Yeah,
as long as you supervising them right, like you ain't seen the artist, the little girl that's doing all the
trust me, I know about all the kids. It's just I know about the internet too, and that's it. So
I know one creator. He put his kids one on his Patreon, so that way, if you see it, you already a Patreon subscriber. It's like that. It's like that little.
That's how I can find your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you say something crazy, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
Like so when she said I'm just doing the gotcha, I'm like, all right, cool, right? So I'm thinking it's just all within the game. Me not knowing what Gotcha Life is, right? So they come to find out, like she's posting the YouTube Shorts on a YouTube channel, right?
But she has her own one?
Yeah, she has her own channel, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, all right. So then I was like, look here, if it's only going to be the shorts, I watched them all, of course, being a responsible parent. I'm like, let me see what the heck's going on.
Look at
I like how you looked at me, I'm a parent, I know what you're talking about.
You wanted me to know that I can, as the elder, how he handled himself, and how he tells someone who ain't there yet what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so this is what I realized, and this is what I'm doing now. I was watching some of the Geekset videos, and I primarily look this way, and I don't really ever look at Lib. So, because of that, I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting a good...
You're working on his stage. You know what I'm saying? Staging.
I be doing that. That's why I like that seat, because I'm forced to. Because if I'm talking to you, and I naturally look at people when I'm talking to them.
Yeah.
So I'm forced. If I'm talking to you, I have to physically fully turn my body to make sure I look at you.
I get that.
Yeah.
So
that's what I said. I get a view from this.
Yours is lucky. You can look at everybody. Liv can too. He can...
Yeah, so those are the two easy seats.
So to wrap this up real quick about it, so once I watched the videos and everything, and then I had them lay some ground rules with her. I said, okay, if you're gonna do these voiceover videos, nothing with cussing. I said, and then she was doing something with her toys. I said, you got to make sure that you're in a clean area, because her room, she's a kid, so I'm like, if you cannot film unless it's clean.
Set the stage.
Yeah, set the stage and everything.
You know what I'm saying? You got to talk. Give her the actor talk. You already out here. Give her, like, you got to make sure the stage clean. You know
So
what I'm
I
saying?
subscribe to her YouTube channel. I get her updates and everything like that. So one day I'm like, all right, let me see what she posted up. I haven't watched any of her videos real quick, right? And I watched it and I'm going through it and I'm looking. I said, damn, that video got 1,400 views. I'm like, damn, that video got 2,400 views. And I'm like, let me find out my daughter more successful than me on YouTube.
Fam, hit that road to 1K like that, nigga.
And she come downstairs, I hit that 1K. Right. I thought you said it was difficult.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, her video
eat it up. They
doing
gonna eat it.
good. But see, because his label as a kid video, there's no comments. So, so that's good that YouTube does that.
Oh, okay,
I didn't know they did that.
Oh, yeah. Once they did the adpocalypse, if you classify your channel as a kid channel, comments are automatically disabled. There's no comments.
I mean, that's good. That's definitely good.
That is definitely good.
Because that makes sense. Because kids are, you know what I'm saying? Even if they don't know how to read, eventually the words going to make sense to them.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I was just like, I'm like, dang, her video's getting mad views.
Hey, man, we inching to that 1,000, though.
Yeah.
We inching to the one.
we
I mean,
we
that's
under
what I'm saying.
100
Like,
away.
you want to look at her subscribe list, like, fam, how many subscribers she got? If
She got like, I think 40 right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fam, she gonna hit that 1,000, and he gonna be like, "Hey, when you doing your video, say go to Geekset." like, make sure y'all go check out my daddy. Yeah.
Right.
Make sure
We a
y'all go.
YouTube family
Like,
around here.
do you want to be Baby Geekset? We can start Baby Geekset.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Geekset Junior.
Geekset Junior, fam. Like, yeah,
Like, you can run it. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Just you Geekset Junior now.
right. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the 1,000, we gotta be under that company. You know what I'm saying? The Geekset Junior, home of the Geekset podcast.
You're gonna be seeing her. Dudes is gonna just happen to be like, oh, I'm
She
sorry.
gonna get her cut. She gonna have a bigger cardboard cutout than us.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Then he gonna be walking through the video like, oh, my bad. My bad.
Just do
She like, this is my daddy from Geekset. You know what I'm saying? If y'all seen the videos, like, if not, you be like, yeah, you know, go subscribe. And then go walk out like, yeah, fam. It's gonna definitely turn. I can see it.
Hilarious.
That was funny, man. But let's
I mean, congrats to her, though. I mean,
that's
no,
dope.
yeah. It's funny because
I'm gonna check them out. I should be the good uncle and check them out. I didn't know
that's how you break the ice when you see her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw your video. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it's funny because her spectrum of what she wants to be. So this school year is about to start, so she had to fill out one of those like about Azaria's things, right? And it said, what career do you want to go? She said, I want to be a famous YouTuber and a teacher.
And a teacher.
Like, that's her goal. And I was like, oh, so she gonna be that viral teacher.
She gonna have that science.
She
YouTube
gonna realize
channel.
she can just do it all at once. Like I can do it all the same
She
time.
gonna have like that science YouTube channel. She gonna be the new Bill Nye.
You're right.
Or like she like said, she just may be the cool new teacher. Because like that dude, he got a Levi commercial. Did you see it?
What you do?
The dude that did the different handshakes with each kid.
Oh no, I know you had a Levi commercial.
I know he had a Levi commercial.
Levi commercial.
They ran a campaign with that.
Yeah,
I
he
know
on
the
there
rapping
doing
teacher. He got something to do.
Yeah.
Who it was like a couple years ago now. I forgot what he got the ad in, but he was the rapping teacher.
I heard of the rapping
and his
teacher.
bars was kind of cold for like school bars. I was like, oh shit, okay. Dude actually was a rapper. You could tell.
Yeah.
Like,
That's funny.
But you know what's funny? It's like I think people are now seeing that you can be a personality and have this career because old girl, the news chick, she
the Dallas news
Demetria,
chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full fledged. She leaned to it. She was literally, if you look at how it happened and everything, she was legit just the newscaster, the weather chick.
Yeah.
And then that went viral. Now she's popping up in creators' videos. She's doing stuff.
Yeah, she's doing what
she
she
got a
wants
whole
to.
channel and a podcast now. Like she.
I mean, but that's just the world we
And
live
then,
in. Like,
the dancing newscaster dude, the white guy.
Yeah.
That
I mean, yeah, he be everywhere.
He be everywhere.
I felt this nigga with the South Africa with fam at one
Yeah,
point.
with Mufasa.
Like, bro,
He
he
was in,
flying
like,
out. You flew
he was
that
like,
whole
Mufasa, that
Really?
Mufasa.
I didn't even
he
see
did
that
a
video.
I'm like, you went there to dance? Like, on a Tuesday type shit. Like, yeah, we been out
I
there.
saw
Like,
the couple newscasts where they use their interactions like they're talking like they're doing headlines and stuff.
Oh,
so
really?
he came in, he was like, "This just in, I'm hungry." She was like,
wow.
Oh, you ever seen that channel?
We
No.
only have
hilarious.
No, so funny.
Because they're
They're both newscasters.
But their content is like just regular
Live.
conversation, but in the
newscaster
newscaster
voice, that's
So
funny.
now they'll have arguments. They'll talk about food. They'll talk about picking up the kid. Like, but it's
Right.
It's hilarious.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the easiness of the world now because it's like it's just kind of like you can just really. So I'm saying like saying that you want to be a YouTube sensation now it's like it's still the spectrum is so broad. You know what I'm saying? Like just to say like I want to be, you know, you gotta be a teacher on YouTube, you can be a comedian on YouTube, you can be a poet, like you can be so much.
It can legit be a trade.
Yeah.
You can be a person who you know what? I'm with my hands. I am a farmer.
Yeah.
This is what I do. I farm daily.
Yeah, remember? You weren't here that day.
Yeah, but
remember that day when we was up here? I was super high and we was watching the dude who was just farting.
But see, that's the thing. Like, so you still working. It's still a respectable. If you one of those people, like, no, you got to get some sweat.
Yeah.
You still got that job. You just got
a camera there that's
and now
watching
people
you.
are watching you do it.
Right.
Like,
it becomes a teacher. You teaching people. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like you become. So like it's just so like everybody personally really truly can have their own TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really can be your own actor in your own world and be a teacher. You can be whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
and somebody's gonna like it. There's enough interest in almost everything that somebody's gonna like.
Yeah.
Eventually, that's
the internet
gonna be
is vast.
Eventually, everybody like you can literally be like, damn, man, I ain't talked to Bacardi in a while. Let me tune into his channel and see what he been up to.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Like everybody's legit just gonna have camera or
I can definitely get to the point like because selfie sticks now are still like manual things, but something's gonna eventually come out. Yeah. That's like really hands free. So it just like how drones like we're gonna get that crossover between like a real like all you gotta have is like some kind of Bluetooth in the drone just kind of stay in your peripheral just like catching you.
I don't know if I would want that. That's wild.
I mean, but that would be the easiest way to this.
The
like,
world will.
That's
wild.
Like it'd be so much buzz in the street for real because them motherfuckers would be everywhere.
That's
you know
what I'm saying.
Like,
I don't know if I would want. You know how much hell that would be.
Everybody got a channel, dog.
Like imagine you just going outside and here come the Dids drone.
Wait now.
What you want?
They gonna have updates. Like, okay, so anytime I pop into anybody else's drone, this is my chime that plays.
Right.
Like you got to download it to yours. So now everybody's interconnected. So anytime like I meet up with you, somebody watching your channel is like,
which is hell because what if you just happen to be? What if I just happen to see you? I'm at Walmart, my drone passing by, but you in the next aisle, and it just caught you.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like but I can see it though. Like I mean, we live in that because it is like that. It's so much content and everything. So it's like.
I'd have to.
I mean, people already do it all day long. Like people already do like diaries they like because if you got a crew, you can pretty much have somebody, so you can be hands free. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about even for like the very low budget, whatever. Like once we find something that's like hands free, that you can walk around, be a regular person.
The
like
fact that
I'd have to go to Mars on y'all. I'm at Mars.
The fact that there's family like channels that like the whole episode be like, all right, we about to go to Walgreens.
Yeah,
and be getting millions of views, like bro.
That'd be killing me because it's like
people just like to watch.
But I mean, because it's just YouTube has become in the beginning when we thought about what YouTube was used for was literally what I always thought was either watching music videos or tutorials on stuff.
Music videos on YouTube. I think they still get a lot of views, but I think that's.
But like that was like my real like when you really think about the fact that what you used to use YouTube for back in the day.
Oh yeah, what you used to use it.
Yeah, like for me, it was a lot of tutorials for some shit, or
I mean, I still use it for a lot of tutorials,
or like I said, or a random music video. But it's like now,
I think the tutorials are still a huge like. YouTube University is definitely still a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it got bigger now because now so many other people like that's like training and doing all like teaching all kinds of stuff now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you don't got to be part of the program.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, but it's like I'm saying, like now it's like compared to what we remember looking at YouTube, like shit, we could say then 10 years ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like now, like even just thinking about your homepage of like what like there's so much like more content, like so much like you would definitely think that in stock market sense, like everything that had to do with like videos would be up and stay up because it's like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just stay up because that's all you really need. Like all you gotta do is make a product that's like better for vlogging or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody gonna eat on it. Like so it's just really crazy that now. It's like it's just it really is video for anything. Like you really can just shoot.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can do whatever on YouTube, fam. Like, and that's why they gotta try to make money. That's why they tried to make. That's why they got like what is it, YouTube TV or whatever.
Yeah, YouTube TV, YouTube Red.
They got they got YouTube Originals. Like
right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I mean, so I'm saying like it's cool because it's like what's really cool about it. I mean, I definitely want to get off this in a second, but it's like in the creator sense though, like having this kind of content really hit like the internet like this now has created more people opportunities to get YouTube deals and Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you now can still have your budget of your own stuff and shoot whatever.
It helps shift that power almost.
Yeah.
Listen, there's some of the people that you love today that's actors
started off on YouTube.
Yeah.
Melvin Gregg. So I use him the most because Melvin Gregg legit started on YouTube. Then went to Vine, popped up on Vine as well, and then started doing Netflix stuff and everything. But he legit started on YouTube. Timothy De La Ghetto. I first learned about him on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And now he's main OG member in Wild and Out and everything like that. So there's Woody McClain. Again, I saw him first on YouTube. And now you know what I'm saying. Like I said, he part of some of the biggest.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's just really because if you think about if you think about post internet, if you're still part of the generation that's that was before that, like you wouldn't have these ways to make this content even get noticed. Right. So that whole generation, that whole segment of artists and creators, whatever, never got this kind of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's now it really is as long as you got the money in the budget, you can put whatever you want out there. Right. And, you know what I'm saying?
You don't even need the money in the budget. It's just how whatever the output you want.
Yeah.
If you don't got the money in the budget and you're doing it with your phone, you can put it out and you may still find a dope ass audience.
Yeah. I mean, even if you think about a musical artist,
especially with the phones that we got nowadays.
Yeah. You think about the music, even with music and shit like that. We think about back in the day of just burning CDs and sitting out on corners and trying to have, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Where it's now you could just throw your shit on YouTube. You can have an actual video with it. You can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Like now it's just about visually looking good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Content.
Yeah.
So
it's exploded.
Speaking of technology advancing though, because I just want y'all gonna get the Tesla bot? Anybody gonna sign up for the Tesla bot?
Fam.
Did you see Will Smith post?
Yeah, the Will Smith post. The Will Smith post was perfect. It was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like,
I'm not gonna get the Tesla bot. But not gonna lie, thought about it.
How?
I did not think like that.
I ain't never seen a single movie where having a bot as a partner service robot
Jetsons.
ever. No. Cause that's where I feel like Rosie though. Rosie was built by black people. You know what I'm saying? She was built to last regardless. You know what I'm saying? So she was
Harriet as fuck.
Yeah, she was like, y'all not gonna touch me. So you know what I'm saying? So she already had her own plot armor. You know what I'm saying? She was built by black people, so you can't use Rosie. Any other movie. And I swear, and Rosie definitely had a moment when she had to get out moment. Definitely went ham on Jetsons.
And
you might be right.
She definitely malfunctioned with ham on Jetsons at least once or twice.
But also, this is why I'm like, I don't know if I would want a Tesla bot, because think about what Tesla do. Tesla got a car that drives itself, aware of its surroundings. So he making a bot that you don't control, you don't program. It's programmed somewhere. We don't know where.
I didn't watch the thing.
And they do over the air updates, so you never know.
I didn't watch the thing, but I had to imagine you gotta have some control.
I mean, you got some control, but
when you buy a Tesla, what's the initial control?
I don't have a Tesla, so
because I'm assuming it's going to use the same technology.
I mean, I don't think the drone's going to be a car. Then it's a transformer at that point.
No, I'm not saying. What I'm saying is, when you buy a Tesla, you're not programming it,
because with Tesla,
you do gotta put your information in, so it knows you and talks to you.
Okay, yeah. So you put your information in that, then what? Then
the Tesla
autopilot for Tesla for the driving. I'm guaranteeing it's not automatic. So there's your control there already.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to turn it on and off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm even gonna go a little bit further than that. The automatic driving thing isn't that far-fetched. Even my mother...
No, I'm not saying it's not far-fetched. I'm saying...
There's kids that do it.
There's kids that do it. Like I said, my mother got a car
that in a walking bot.
They auto-parallel.
Think about that technology, what you just said. Put it in a walking bot.
We just saw the trashiest Chucky movie that literally is what the Tesla bot is. You know what I'm saying? That's the Tesla bot is the ugly Chucky.
Yeah, like I said, I thought about it for a smooth second. Because that initial thought of, having a robot...
What you thought about was... waking up and having breakfast ready or some shit, or your clothes laid out or whatever. What you did think about was your awkward reason of having to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and that motherfucker at the door staring at you.
Yeah. Or you know how you thought you turned something off and you forgot?
Right.
And then you come back and it's back on? So imagine that. You go to sleep, thought you turned the bot off, you wake back up and you just see lights and you hear walking, you like... What the fuck is going on?
That's fair. I mean, of course, no one ever
malfunction.
No one ever thinks of the negatives when you're like, bro, that'd be useful.
Because my thing is, you had to show me this thing in action for one. Because I'm how interactive are they?
But think about this.
No. They probably right now. They probably have you seen those Boston Dynamics robots?
Yeah, like the dog shit.
Not even just the dog.
Bro, he's doing parkour
Yeah, I
now.
seen it.
They had some. He was basically half a dude. That nigga had arms. They was like down here, but he had arms.
No.
He said have a head.
Did you see the one that was doing parkour?
Yeah, they had the
I'm
one that
talking
was
about not just the.
no.
That motherfucker was
they
like.
had one, he was on. He was on.
and I
No,
was
did
like,
you see the one that was on the obstacle course?
Yeah.
That nigga took off and he was running. Nigga did like a front flip.
Yeah.
Hit like a
I mean,
side.
they look weird. I seen them though.
they look weird.
They
Right
definitely look
now,
weird.
imagine seeing what they did in the Tesla bot.
That's what I'm saying though.
That'll freak you
That's
the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, bro. You don't want like for one.
Bro, I
for
said
one.
for a second. Y'all acting like I was on Tesla
That's
website.
enough because
I
saw it and said nope before I even finished the headline.
Hey, like, bro, fam got too much money. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude and Bezos got too much money. You know
This
what I'm saying?
little dog, he is just out of dog.
Like
he finna.
yeah, I saw that one.
But imagine that in a Tesla bot.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, can you like, bro? My thing is like, y'all just not understand. Like, that's what I'm saying, like, bro. My thing, like, the Will Smith picture meme was perfect because it's like y'all not understanding what can go wrong here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all we didn't watch enough creative movies, cartoons, got anything that gives you some kind of like service bot. There's definitely an evil plot behind it, nigga.
And
like,
if anybody
it.
was to actually turn to a world villain, if it came out to right now, breaking news, Elon Musk, world villain, everybody be like, all right, I see it.
Like
I don't see if it was Jeff Bezos.
Same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Jeff Bezos looked like Lex Luthor.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But Jeff Bezos definitely human. Like,
No,
fam,
Jeff Bezos.
No,
he
so
got
here's
his
the thing.
hands in too much shit.
But here's the difference. Jeff Bezos.
Lex Luthor was human.
No, yeah, Jeff Bezos is the Lex Luthor one. But Elon Musk is the Playboy one, the one that you think like
he
the party one.
He like your Tony Stark.
he definitely Two-Faced as a motherfucker.
Right, he's the party one.
Two-faced,
He's the one that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But he really want to fuck up the whole world. That's
like that's what's so crazy because his cool is Austin Powers cool. Like it's like hey, like it's like it's little figures and like
he got so much money.
Like I said, the same
he got so much money, so nobody want to say anything.
The Saturday Night Live shit, like I'd have been like, bro, I can't be in this scene because this nigga trying too hard for me.
But he wasn't trying too hard. That's just him. That's truly him.
That's the thing. You said he trying too hard, but he not.
And that's
he
what I'm saying.
Trying at all.
But see, like that, that movement to me was all evil villain. Like that was all evil villain to me because it was like because the moment somebody laughs, if you didn't heard a smirk in the crowd, fam wouldn't have been seen no more.
This is
you know
my whole life. I've thought this. And I don't know if anybody else came to this realization. To me, Elon Musk is like if Seth Meyers had money and turned evil. Because to me, they have the exact same type of personality.
Seth Meyers?
Yes.
Like
Robot Chicken Seth Meyers?
The Family Guy?
Family Guy Seth Meyers.
That's also Robot Chicken Seth Meyers. But
no, that's Seth Green. Robot Chicken. Remember, that's why they always talk about it.
No, Seth Meyers, then he also created.
No, that's why. Remember, that's why the joke.
Are you sure? I thought Seth Green was just on it.
No, that's why they always joke on Chris. You know when they always break the third wall and and he was like that's why Chris is always defending Robot Chicken because Seth Green is the one that created Robot Chicken.
So Seth Green's Robot Chicken and Seth Meyers is who Chris is.
I thought Seth Meyers. I knew.
No, Seth Green. Seth Green is Chris.
Is Robot Chicken?
Yeah, Seth Green is Chris.
Yeah.
But I thought he was just on it. I thought Seth Meyers created both.
No, Seth Green created Robot Chicken, but he's also employed by Seth Meyers, so that's why they always have that.
Right.
I think it's still under Seth Meyers' imprint.
It
so
might
why
be.
Can I, like, why am I only visualizing these niggas as the same nigga to me? Like,
no, Seth Green is the that's
redhead, short redhead.
Seth Green's redhead from Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Seth Meyers is I don't know what you. Oh, you would. No, he was in Ted. What I don't know what movies he was in, but
I'll just show you a picture.
But
Seth MacFarlane, we've been fucking
all of this up. Like, y'all throwing me the fuck off.
MacFarlane, we've been fucking
y'all throwing me off. Like, I feel like there is a Seth Meyers.
There is a Seth Meyers.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, who the fuck?
But that's why I'm like, bro, wait a minute. Why am I not seeing?
Seth
MacFarlane.
Sorry about that. Let me talk. Seth MacFarlane and Elon Musk. I feel like they're the exact same type of personality. It's just Elon Musk is rich and evil. It's McFarlane just focused on comedy.
Yeah, we was fucking that all the way
Y'all
over.
fucked my whole head up. Like, bro,
But still,
Jesus Christ.
my point remains.
Who is Seth Meyers now? We got to get back to that.
I'll show you a picture of Seth. I gotta figure out.
Like, was he in a movie? Like,
I'm pretty sure you would know Seth Meyers.
Damn, I gotta look. Y'all take too long.
But yeah, Seth Green is.
We'll put pictures up. We'll put
you
pictures
ain't.
of all
Will
three.
you?
Yes.
You
Okay,
ain't.
because this is up to you.
You
We'll
ain't.
put pictures
Yeah.
up for all three.
Yeah, he's the Seth Green is the executive producer.
Yeah, Seth Meyers is a Saturday Night Live. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what
Seth
I'm like.
Meyers is Saturday Night Live dude.
Well, let me see.
It's the dude from Saturday Night Live, fam. Like,
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
fam. That's what I'm saying.
but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Y'all throw me on. I'm like, he on Family? Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, bro, I'm mad.
My I guess confusion. Seth MacFarlane also has nothing to do with Robot Chicken.
He doesn't.
He
I could have
doesn't.
sworn he had
No,
both.
that's why I said that's why they have that joke. That's why it's always that joke where Seth
But
Green,
see, I
where
know
Chris
the
be
joke
like,
you're talking about.
Chris be
but
like, well, I think that's a good
also
program.
thought
He's like, I
it
think
was
it's
because
just
of Seth MacFarlane.
Like, when
having
him and Peter had it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember.
it's always him
like,
and
the
Peter.
back-
I know the
That's Seth
joke,
MacFarlane and Seth
but
Green.
I thought it was for a completely different reason. I'm
So-
like, he just want to hype up his other show.
Oh my God, that was
Hey, that was rough.
that was fucking
That was
disastrous, bro.
Hey, we
Like,
we're already intoxicated.
Seth Meyers, we apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because
Bro.
we threw you in a whole universe.
It's not like we're saying, oh, he ain't shit or anything.
No, I'm just saying
Like,
that. But I was like, y'all,
we get-
if
we
for
get
anybody who was following that beginning was like Seth Meyers, like we
No,
got
they
them.
probably knew that. They probably was listening and yelling at us like, niggas, y'all talking about the wrong person.
I'm here.
I'm still put up a
I'm
picture
here
of all
chewing on the bait. Like, just chewing. Y'all telling me shit like what? Like
I'm gonna put up a picture of all three. I know they're not gonna. None of them gonna look alike.
sure,
But
you ain't.
at least I will.
See, I'm not the only one that thinks. They say, look here, Seth MacFarlane and Elon Musk, they pretty much the same person.
I don't think they're the same
They
person.
the same person. They the same person.
I don't know if they're the same person. That's a
They,
stretch.
they look
Elbow.
exactly alike.
Oh, I mean, they look alike in a sense. I can
Right,
give you
that's
that.
what I'm saying, like, so-
but I mean, the evilness of them is that level is way.
Well, no,
lower.
that's why I
You
say
know?
Elon Musk is the evil one. So speaking of evil,
Oh yeah, the evil. Okay, I
Yeah.
can say that. Yeah, I can say that evil
let's see,
version.
we got a lot of evil that we can talk about, but let's start off with the Spider-Man trailer and the evil within that we see that Spider-Man got to face.
Fam, my only thought of the Spider-Man trailer was, bro, when some shit hits the wall, Wong will say, "Hey, y'all have a good day."
Hey,
Wong will
Nigga
say-
had bags packed. Nigga.
Hey, somebody said Wong is the best representation of a BIPOC character.
Dog.
Yeah, 'cause, you know, like,
But they
but they
have-
said that he is the best representation of a person of color because he gives big no energy. Like
Like yeah,
Dog,
like
when
we
they
not doing
said-
that.
when they
Like this
showed
nigga
the
know
video-
I am human, nigga.
Dog, when
Like,
they had a picture that was like when you on break in your workplace in chaos, and it had
When
a
they
dude,
showed the-
and dude was just doing this. They photoshopped his face over it, and it's just Wong just like this.
Like I forgot, like that was a scene. Like I was like going through the trailer, but like I didn't pay attention to the scenes. I watched it again because at first, at first, of course, he just telling him like, "Don't do that shit."
Bro,
but I looked at it again, I was
when I
like,
saw it,
"Where
that's
this nigga
Bro,
going?"
when I
Like,
saw it, I was
hey,
like, what, this nigga is bundled up.
Yeah,
but even that, hey man, don't be doing that shit.
Don't
dog.
do that shit,
Hey,
like-
he gave big. Hey man, don't be fucking up while I'm gone. Energy, like
it was big. It was by, like you said, BIPOC energy. It was
Dog.
definitely like I
And
know
then-
how you is. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come back to none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I gotta make a quick trip
Dog.
and I'm gonna come back. You know
But
what I'm saying?
also, I said it on Twitter. I said, "Ain't nobody talking about how Doctor Strange had
I
the
was gonna
caked
say,
up
that
North
was the-
Face.
that was the second
He had
thing.
a North
Nigga had
Face
a
jacket.
caked up
Yo,
North Face,
Hey,
dog.
yo.
With coffee mug just
Yo.
chilling.
I can't wait.
Like,
I was more excited to like I want to know where that came from.
Yeah.
Like than the whole show.
why you-
Cause I stared at that like while he was talking. I was just looking at the coat like, bro,
Right.
this coat cold,
I ain't
nigga.
gonna lie. I thought it was
Like-
the first, like when the first second.
I looked at
I'm
the coat.
like, bro, do we got just this over the like? Is his robe just coming out of the coat?
No.
I'm looking, like, bro, this nigga has a coat robe.
A coat robe. I was like, that's the coldest shit I've ever saw. Like, I was looking at that shit heavy.
Oh,
like, bro,
shit.
who thought of
Who
this?
thought of having a coat robe?
Yes, like, where you at that you was like, hey, I'm a little fucking nippy.
By the way, why is it so cold there?
I don't know where they at.
They're
But
supposed to be in the. Well, I guess they could be in a different sanctum. I guess But you would assume that they in the New York one.
He may say it was like maybe it's still windy in the place or some shit. Like they ain't fixed it or nothing.
No, but
yet.
it was bad. It was snow.
Because I'm like, did I just misremember the end of Doctor Strange? Or something happened?
One of the things they said maybe they didn't fix the hole after the Hulk. Remember the Hulk crash?
Oh, yeah, the Hulk
last
crashed
thing that
through
happened was the Hulk crashed into it.
Yeah,
So
I do remember.
I didn't think about that.
Damn, I gotta watch Doctor Strange again. That was a good
No,
shit.
that was in
Endgame.
Endgame.
Hulk crashed through.
Oh yeah.
And so,
but I gotta watch all the shows again. I haven't watched them in a while.
and
It
so
just made- it
yeah,
definitely
that
made
was,
me- like,
that
but-
was the one thing. But then also, everybody was so sure that either Loki, Sylvie, or Wanda fucked up the timeline. It sure looking like it was Doctor Strange.
It show looked like
No.
no.
Doctor Strange is childish.
No,
nigga.
it looks like no.
And Peter, and
No,
Peter,
I give
and
it more to
Peter.
Peter because here's one of the things that I was reading online. They were saying when he started, it was just the ribbons.
Yeah, shit was
It
going
was just
okay.
the ribbons, but then as
Peter
he kept,
was talking
as
and
he was
shit.
throwing stuff in, he was altering the code. So
Yeah.
it was like then it started going out of control, and all the stuff that he kept on altering fucked it up.
Yeah, because he was pretty much throwing he was throwing more and more.
Everybody was gonna. And he was like, "Well, no. What about Aunt May? What about Ned? What about MJ?"
And it was like this. So
And it's just
it was like
adding shit.
it
And
gave
Dr.
us
Strange
the-
kept on saying, "Stop
Yeah,
talking,
it gave us the Loki thing where it's like more strands kept just kind of
Yeah.
popping out, and he's like, "Nigga, I'm trying to contain
So I
these."
wonder
Like,
if that's supposed to be the moment when Kang is talking to them and all that shit getting added. I wonder is that the moment?
Well,
He's like, oh,
I think so. Here's what I think is. I think that moment is the moment where Wanda. Remember, she was going through the book and she said, and then that moment in.
But that would probably
and
everybody.
then-
That'd be the same
that-
moment in Loki where
in
Kang was like,
oh,
oh,
and
I don't know
think,
anymore.
I think because you got to think Nexus being
Yeah.
Kang. He's not a Nexus, but he's a.
well, I think Kang is a Nexus
yeah.
being.
So
Yeah.
the Nexus being.
Well, at least in the comics. I don't know
Yeah,
about
so
in
the
MCU.
Nexus being will fill all of that at the same time. So they all those moments is lining because then it would explain why we got why our heroes are not meeting up. Like okay, shit's happening. Why is everybody on their own solo thing? Because it was happening at the exact same time.
yeah.
Quick, you know?
Right, yeah. I mean, so everybody. So I mean, it was definitely a perfect sense. Like what they showed in the trailer was, I mean, if it don't do anything, they definitely giving us what the idea is now.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely, but it was perfect because it's like if it's like. I would have been happy to find that out in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what throws me off a
I ain't
little bit
gonna
because it's like,
lie.
damn,
all
nigga,
three
like
of those moments are happening at the same time. It's sure looking like Doctor Strange done fucked up the multiverse.
I mean, but Doctor
And
Strange
Peter,
was,
of course.
like Doctor Strange was pulling big penis energy,
But
fam.
no,
He was like,
remember,
look,
you're
cuz.
going into this. Everybody was sure that Doctor Strange was gonna be the one who like, oh fuck, these niggas done fucked up my stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's
And I think, but I definitely gonna look. I look at it like they're going because I feel like the story of like Peter Parker in it, like because we still don't even still understand how the other people get in,
Well,
which
I
we
think
know
that's
we see
I-
is like
obviously
that.
that's that.
Yeah, but I'm like we see it's that, but it's
in
like
the Spider-Verse.
Well, they are.
So far, let's. I do. Obviously, everybody has that assumption, and I saw somebody
No,
who's.
so my assumption is different.
Well, I know everybody has the assumption that Toby and Andrew are going to show up in it. As we know right now, that still hasn't been confirmed, but it looks that way.
Right. So
It looks that way.
Here's what my assumption is because I was kind of reading into it and I fell down a rabbit hole.
ooh, hold on. Okay, get out.
I got something after the fact too.
I fell down a rabbit hole, and so they're saying, and this is what is kind of floating around there, that this may be the end of Spider-Man in the MCU. Because of this and the way that they do it, they're sharing the universe, sharing that Spider-Man. But Sony is very well full-fledged invested in their Sonyverse. So what this would essentially be able to do is opening up the multiverse, explain that the multiverse and the Spider-Verse. So then, now, once they are able to bring back Spider-Man strictly to Sony, when they're doing it, now they can say, yep, everything that we did is still canon. Toby is canon, Andrew Garfield is canon, but these are different verses. So now, this Spider-Man that you guys are going to love is in this Sony universe, and then this is what they're going to use to catapult and kick off the rest of it because they still got Kraven, they still got
I see what you're saying.
so this is going to be the event that wraps up the trilogy of the home trilogies with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man now is no longer going to be exclusively in Sony. That's what I'm thinking. That's my crazy theory.
So mine was I just off the top of my head was but I really have to listen to the trailer again, and I'm probably really just throwing some shit out. But it's like I felt like with his questions could have actually related to the other version of Spider-Man's.
Oh,
like-
maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like where he was saying things, so it's like.
But Ned wasn't near the other
Because he didn't. Because
like,
I think he didn't specifically say I need. Like if you had one sentence where it's like I need this, and this, like these people all together to remember.
He was just saying, hey, I need such and such
to know. So it's like.
So he's saying you
like,
pull in an MJ from one
that knows about that Spider. You know what I'm saying? Or that
would
like
be the MJ from the first Spider-Man trilogy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Aunt May from the second one. Did she know? No, it would have to be the current Aunt May.
Yep.
Because
yeah,
she knows.
The current Aunt May.
Then I mean.
Because I forgot.
It could still just fuck
because
up
the only
enough
it could be
it pulls in all of it.
But that's what I said. Like I feel like that would be if you make sense of it. That would be if we pay attention to what Loki is, and Loki is about making something where whatever the change would be. Like if you think about the Spider-Verse of all three of them already. If it takes one to say, like if someone's really finna fuck with the unity, like fuck with all the multiverses, and you say a phrase that may be affecting the multiverse, but actually is a phrase of another universe that's actually in play, then that would literally bring that one into the fold. That would bring this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like
business wise, I want and this is me going way off the deep end.
Oh, after you're done, I do want to say mine.
Okay, I just one quick thing. Business wise, I wonder if Marvel, because remember they was it was pretty much Spider-Man was out of Marvel.
Right.
And remember they had that big old thing. They were like, Spider-Man's not coming back. I wonder if part of Marvel's deal, they say, look, let us finish this trilogy. We will make your older movies more popular than you ever had it before. Because think about it this way.
Perfect.
Because think about
I think both of y'all are wrong.
Because think about it this way. You know how the internet is. It's gonna have the.
They just got to do the pointing finger thing.
Yeah. No, I know.
I don't care if that's the last. I don't care if I never see them in the movie at all into the ending scene.
No, I'm saying, but but think about it this way: it's the versus effect. Anytime somebody does a versus, their back catalog streams like crazy. So if they pop up in a MCU movie, Toby, like, even if it's just a quick point fingers, now people gonna like who never seen it, like, oh, I gotta go back and watch that.
Yeah, these are Spider-Man's like these are Spider-Man that came from movies. Yeah.
And so now those movies get a resurgence.
Yeah,
so
you tell
Sony, like, look, let us finish this. I know y'all don't want to fuck with us. We don't really want to fuck with y'all. We'll make those movies actually canon and make them better than ever because now we're gonna explain why they're in this universe.
Yeah,
and you're gonna get some residuals off of that.
Which I mean, because it would be cold though, is because now it's like. Adding that, like what you're saying in the marketing ploy, makes them canon where it's like, now you can just find out what year those came out, even though they're not literally in the Marvel universe or whatever. It's like, you can watch those, like, now you add those to the whole lifeline of whatever. Like, this was not in Marvel canon, but during the timeline of Marvel in another universe. In that year, like, this was going on. You know what I'm saying? So when they wrestle to that Spider-Man, it's like, where you see all three of them, it's like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you ask, so it's like you're saying, it's definitely marketing.
I think all of them coming into the MCU. I think the MCU is gonna pull sort of how like DC did with the Crisis on Infinite Earth, where it had shit showed all that stuff. I think they're gonna pull something similar to that, and all of those are gonna come into play where they're all part of the same timeline. Because it seems like we're getting another timeline war. So that gives them a reason where they can pull everything in and say, yep, all of this is together. But then after the timeline war, really signal out this is just ours. This is the one canon one.
This is one canon, yeah.
So like all the other ones got destroyed.
Because I mean,
like, you know what's actually, damn.
Like
if
I really think that's what's going to happen.
That'd be smart as fuck because you know what that actually does. Then so Marvel can have their timeline, right? Now you created this other timeline, this Andrew Garfield timeline. You know what? I'm just gonna build upon this because now it's actually canon. Now y'all understand it. I can build about that, and somebody be like, "All right, well, I'm gonna build off the Toby one. While you do that, I can do this.
Like
now you can create
everything.
Oh,
I mean, the only thing
that
flips that though is like if Andrew and Toby really coming back, are they coming back and they like gonna be Spider-Man again?
Well, no, because you can have it at the end of the Spider-Man movie. There's one Spider-Man going forward because something happens to them, or like Spider-Verse. You go back to your timeline.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, you would still need Toby and Andrew.
But remember,
once you go back to your timeline, why do I have to see you again? You on your timeline.
No.
I'm talking about we doing a spin-off movie, like we bringing everybody back out.
But what I'm saying is, if Toby comes back, remember what Spider-Verse showed us. There's an old ass Spider-Man.
That is also true.
Now, so now you can be like, okay, Marvel's doing this family fun time one for sure.
Mm-hmm. This
if
is
you know
the
what,
struggle Spider-Man.
I can make the struggle.
So you
with-
could turn Andrew Garfield into the struggle Spider-Man. Like
you can
like,
turn
even-
any of them.
Like,
Yeah,
but that's what you're saying. Though, like even though they're going to leave in that moment. Like the next time we see a Spider-Man, if they make another movie, it doesn't have to be directly this. You know what I'm saying?
doesn't have to.
Let's keep it.
It can still be,
100.
but it can still be the timeline of
It could also
that.
be that they bring it in just
Because I don't want to see 3 Spider-Man movies.
No, they
You know
could
what I'm
also
saying?
just bring it in just to be like, hey, Easter egg.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's
be-
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
no,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
wait.
all you gotta really give me is the point fingers. Like,
Yeah.
all you gotta do is give me is a back alley drop, fight, and it's like, you know, they're like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But see, here's where I think you wrong. What you don't want to see 3 Spider-Man movies. So in the Spider-Man that we got, right? You know, the one that we got right now. If he says, let's say he continues on with the Marvel run, right?
Right.
So we got we kind of know we're thinking we know Kane coming. We talking about the Celestial, so we are invested in this storyline.
right.
Which is why you could also be right about this
Yeah.
being the last Spider-Man, because they probably,
So-
bro, we don't need family.
So
anymore.
if Sony randomly said, okay, well, we're just gonna do this quick one-off old man drunken Spider-Man. You see the trailer, Spider-Man drunk fucking with bitches.
Well, I
You
mean,
gonna be
yeah.
like,
No.
All right, let me see that real quick.
No, I'm saying, no. So let me take that back
You
then.
gonna be
Like,
let me see what that's
but,
about real
my
quick.
thing is, like, I will watch definitely like an original spinoff. Like I will watch 3 of them, but I'm not finna watch Toby, Andrew Garfield.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh,
you're
yeah,
not
I ain't talking
you're not
about
finna
that.
like send them off of the like the movie ends and they go off and it's like now you can get spinoffs. So everybody's like, no,
It got to be something. It got to be
think
completely
they're doing
different.
Like that's what I said. I love the idea if they leave, but it's like so you could like whatever timeline that Andrew Garfield and Toby they're in, like you can make. You don't have to use them. You can make, like you said, do an older, but it's like they're part of that. Like whether you can, and all you got to really do is just like do flashbacks of that Spider-Man.
Well,
You know
that's
what I'm
why
saying? And be like, this is from the timeline.
They
You know
pull
what I'm
Into the Spider-Verse, where it's like everybody went back to their timeline at the end of Into the Spider-Verse. So now, when you going through we're just watching. Fuck, I forgot his name. The young the new Spider-Man.
Miles?
No, like the actual actor.
Oh, because that's good. We kept saying
Tom
Toby.
Holland. Tom Holland.
Yeah, that's good. We kept saying Toby and
Yeah.
Andrew, but Tom.
So Tom
Because I didn't know his
Holland-
name either. I kept.
I
ignored it. I lost it for a minute. Like
I didn't know y'all did.
I don't know why. I don't know what
Tom-
happened.
and even if after the end of Spider-Man, like this last movie, they're like, all right, we only see Tom Holland Spider-Man. It's like, well, we understand why we would from Loki. We only follow the sacred timeline. Like, we know that there's a sacred timeline. Now that Kane died, the timeline split. Yeah. So we saw immediate reaction to that.
Right.
Everybody goes back to their timeline. Well, we know this is supposed to be the one true timeline. We're gonna follow this one, but we know in the back of our head that Secret Wars is coming. They've already announced it.
Yeah.
So we know the other timelines are doing shit. That there's probably gonna be another timeline war. So it cements that idea that, oh fuck, there are other timelines where different shit happened. That means shit can go another way.
I'm gonna call it right now because Disney's good for it. We're gonna figure out who our Miles Morales is for Disney too in this movie.
Oh yeah, we probably will.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably
For
will.
sure.
They're probably-
They already announced. Donald Glover was his uncle in the last one.
Yeah,
the comic book obviously.
Yeah,
that
so
was
I mean, yeah, we'll definitely find out. It'll be some random.
Like we only see, like I said, they only talk about Andrew and and Toby. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like I said, all I need is a Spider-Man point. I need to be them 3 pointing, and then found Miles pop up like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need him to be like,
but that is a Disney
are y'all
thing.
trying to be me? Like, what are y'all
That is a
doing?
Disney thing to do though. They have all like do the pointing scene, and then you have somebody.
Yeah, like, what is this?
Like even like how they did in Black Widow with Yellow.
Like, you know what would be cold though? It would be Miles Morales acknowledge the Spider-Man meme, and he the one with the like doing them like
with
the
the
like,
picture?
yo, they out here doing the Spider-Man meme. Like,
that would be a perfect
that would be
way to
cool.
do
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying?
That
Like,
would be hilarious.
Like that would be like that. That's how I can picture it. Like so, then you see him like do the, like back like whatever. That's how you realize.
You got the selfie picture.
Yeah,
of it.
you do the selfie with it. That's how you realize it was mine. Like you don't even got to get the whole fit. Like you just be like the whole like they do the shit real quick, and then you just be like,
you just see the collar. If you see any kid
Yeah,
of
you just
color,
see the-
Yeah, and it's the black and red.
the black and red, you be like, oh shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like so, like that would to me would be cold because I feel like if you think about Toby, Andrew, and Tom, they will do the point. That's all point. Like no one's like, but Miles will come in and be like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like
that would be dope.
Yeah, so like, but I'm definitely calling that. We're gonna figure out who
Like
real
I said,
Miles
Marvel. Oh my, this is the thing. We talk about it a lot. We talked about having like the Marvel fatigue, superhero fatigue. But bro, every
Yeah,
every trailer they put out, I get so excited.
I definitely was saying that. Like,
I'm
man,
excited.
am I gonna have fatigue after this?
Oh, I
like
also-
when the Black Widow trailer came, I was like, bro, I'm going to see this.
Yeah, like, but I also said too, like someone I saw a post too about the trailer that they were like for all the enemies they pretty much showed, like it's literally the Sinister Six too.
Yeah.
Set up, you know what
For
I'm saying?
sure.
So it's like it kind of turns into, which is really
Well,
cold
but,
because
but Sony
No,
wants
they only
to.
showed 5. I thought
they showed 5. You know what I'm saying? The only person they didn't show was
They showed Sandman.
they showed Sandman. And
Electro.
that Sandman, I ain't gonna lie. Part of me is like, well, that's kind of a stretch.
I liked that Sandman.
That's kind of a stretch. But I was
He
like,
was the original Sandman. That nigga had on classic OG.
I was like,
He had
I don't
on
know,
classic
something
OG.
Maybe that scene was just too dark for me or something. I'm just like, bro, like something. This just seemed like a stretch, but I get it.
You didn't like how they spread it in there?
No, I accepted it.
Like you threw in this PG ass Sandman.
just-
You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't gonna do no harm. You know what I'm
I
saying?
really want to see the new Electro because I feel like
I thought Jamie Foxx was still Electro.
no, but it's. I assume that he's not going to do the same type of acting that
No,
he
he said
did.
he's doing the green suit this time. He said
No,
he was-
I'm not just the look, the acting that he did.
Yeah, he definitely gotta be
Imagine if
confident.
you're doing green
Like,
suit,
you gotta be confident.
You know that green suit
Right,
Electro.
so that's why-
Yeah.
so
Green
that's
suit
why I
Electro was different than the hoodie Electro.
Well, see, that's why I said I can't wait. I can't wait because
I see what you mean now,
I
yeah.
hold Jamie Foxx up to a high regard, so I was
Yeah.
excited for him to be Electro, and then I was like, that he didn't really do it.
So do y'all agree that?
Hot take. I didn't think he was bad as Electro.
I didn't think it was bad. I
didn't think he
I
was-
think it was the writing.
I
It was the
think-
writing
Okay,
because Jamie
okay.
Foxx
Yeah.
didn't do bad. It was how they wrote it for him.
They wrote him as an obsessed nigga who was upset because his hero spurned him. That's basically what he was. And he played that really well. Now that's a trash writing.
It's
I'll
a
give that
trash writing.
So that's
That's
why.
what-
That's why I
but-
can't wait to see the new
but-
version because I'm like, I
The
know
way
he gonna
he
kill
played
it.
You ain't saying he wasn't believable as a as a nigga.
That's
who
what
was
made me
upset.
didn't like him. You know
But-
what I'm saying?
but it was,
'Cause
so it
you-
was believable.
And-
so again, he
and-
played it very well.
And what's funny is if this works out the way I think it's gonna work out, it's gonna solidify my Marvel theory. So my Marvel theory is if you was a trash superhero before or anything, your second go round you kill it. You know, look at Michael B. Jordan. Look at.
I mean, but I don't think it's gonna be that. So the only thing.
hold on. So wait. So this was
Not fair because Alfred Molina was also a great Doc Ock. And
Who?
Alfred Molina.
Yeah, he is.
And he's Doc Ock again.
no. So that's
Like,
what
he
I said.
need- he
Hold
needs
on.
to be though.
Y'all-
Like, you
y'all-
can't
wait,
fix that.
Y'all ain't letting me finish. I said
Okay.
if this goes what I said, it's going to kill because I was like. For the ones who didn't have a good run,
Okay,
So I'm not.
okay,
Alfred
okay.
Molina killed it. For the ones who didn't have a good run, like that movie was like revered.
Sandman.
Sandman.
And-
So if they do it and they kill it this time,
He
it's
wasn't
like
bad at
They
that.
ain't they trying to do a Sandman movie anyway?
yeah, it's all part of Sony's universe. Sony is so they're really setting up the Sinister Seven. Remember, they originally wanted to, but they did it badly. So now with this reset, they're starting off first. They're gonna get the villain. So they're doing Kraven. They're doing Morbius. They're doing like
That's what I said, like, so-
they're gonna build that up and then they're
So
gonna,
that's what I said. Like, so my last theory is like I said, like I feel like we're either gonna get one more Spider-Man movie that's gonna be like because what I feel like is all the villains are pretty much from all different universes.
Well, that's also
So
a reason
somebody
why.
so that fit. The only reason we got 5, the 6th one is gonna be whoever more like we should be like y'all know Spider-Man.
yeah,
like, we
one
could
gotta
terrorize.
stay in the MCU.
Well, that's also why I think
But it gotta be the dude that's like what's the black dude? What's the name?
Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative. Like we haven't seen him yet. So
You
Mr.
think
Negative
that'd
has
be
to
Mr.
be in.
Negative?
Mr. Negative has to be would have
He
to
doesn't
be in.
have to be because I mean the Sinister Six had a lot of
It
different
was
variations.
different. Yeah, so we just need another 6
Well, let's
villains.
see.
Well, this movie it may set up, but it's not. We're not gonna get introduced to the full Sinister Six.
But I mean-
we already seen 5. There's no way you stop it.
You
Well,
gotta
unless
stop-
you say
wait.
whoever's 6. Unless you say whoever's 6
I thought
is
we
the
saw
leader.
4.
Like I said,
We
like,
saw 5.
that's what I said. No, it's 5. It's all
We saw
5.
Sandman. We
Green
saw
Goblin,
Green Goblin,
Doc Ock,
Doc Ock.
and Electro.
Electro, and
Who else we saw?
there was a reference to was it Lizard?
Yeah, Lizard is in there.
Yeah.
Represent
Yeah,
Lizard.
okay, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
fine.
thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
5.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like
unless
because
you're
you're
saying
saying like
number
we're
6 is
having
the
these
leader.
solo villain movies that they're still trying to do.
So wait.
Mr. Negative would have possibly.
Catch me up. What is Mr. Negative Full's power?
He has the what is it like that? You played the first
I
Spider-Man.
know. I
Yeah,
just
he
think
was
I
like-
can't think of
I
it.
just know he's-
I think it's just called like literally negative energy.
But
or
I think
something.
it's Sony, like I said,
Let me see.
Sony.
I'm trying to think-
If Sony's running Spider-Man, they made the game. Negative has to be in a Sony.
I know
You
that.
feel like-
What I'm trying to figure out is who would have the potential to be the one that stays in the MCU, and but still like you would play
Dark Force and Light Force.
played a major part in the Universal jump.
Did we see any?
It would have to be somebody. Well, I think we're gonna figure out if Mr. Negative will have to be in Tom Holland's.
Did we see any like high prominent Asian dude?
Who? Oh, high prominent Asian dude.
He was Martin Lee. He was an Asian guy.
It would have to be like that's what I'm saying. Like it would
That's
have to
what
be.
I'm wondering,
You have to watch. You have to
I'll have to
watch
watch
because you
trailer
have to be in
again.
Tom Holland's Spider. Like he can't be in no other Spider-Man because like
I'm just thinking like throughout.
I feel like
Whoever
whoever.
they throw his for Luke could throw his bully as Mr. Negative.
that would no, because we already know his name is Flash Thompson.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying, what if they throw his for Luke? And
Oh, just make Flash Mr. Negative. That'd be some shit.
I mean, it's a cinematic universe, so I mean they could. But I mean, like I said, like it would have to be. So someone has to come in at 6. But I feel like whoever comes in
will be the one that stays.
Would be the ones that
would be the MCUs because we saw
It wouldn't be MCUs because, like you said, if I feel like I was saying what I was saying, I feel like because if Sony's still making all of these
so you're
villain
saying,
movies,
that's right. This is the last.
like
Spider-Man,
that would be
the one
like
who's
that,
moving
like that
forward.
person who would be probably whatever movie's coming out would be the one that would be the like
movie-
to
the
bring
one who's
everybody
moving
in.
forward.
No,
because
I know that. Yeah, what
But I also
I'm
think
saying
they would have
is
to be MCU.
because Marvel, they got to think.
You said it still had to be MCU.
I mean, this is still an MCU.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, even let's say this is the split. Okay, Sony, you are getting Tom Holland Spider-Man. What is
Right.
Marvel getting? Right. So somebody would have to stay that would be an impact enough.
We gonna keep Tom Holland's.
I mean, we don't know.
Sony
Sony still owes the right to the character.
Marvel gonna pay for my money.
I think
Like,
I don't see.
Well, see, I don't know. Remember, that was the whole reason why he wasn't going to be in it. Marvel was like, no, we're not paying extra. We're the one that made him pop in it. And Sony's like, but it's still ours. Like, that was the whole thing. That was the whole fight.
I mean, we don't want Toby or what's the name though.
No, I don't think it's Spider-Man. I'm saying one of the villains is going to have to stay in the MCU.
Oh, you talking about from all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, it would. I mean, I actually feel like all the villains would stay. Like I actually felt the villains would stay at least for one movie.
No. Somebody would have to stay in MCU for the continuity. Is what I'm saying. Because here's the thing. Even if we get rid of, so here's why your theory may actually work perfectly. And I don't know how Miles Morales. Well, I don't know because Sony still owns Miles Morales, don't they?
Yeah, they own. I think
All the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm
Anything
saying
that deals with Spider-Man.
so
I think.
like even if that you're gonna have to fill the void with something that reference within that Spider-Man verse. They're gonna if we can't keep a hero, all right, what can we keep a villain? Somebody's gonna end up
then
staying.
it would have to be. I feel like if we are able to keep a villain, it would have to be a villain who's not typically in the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Because
There's
every Sinister
Yeah,
Six
it would have to.
villain,
We would have to get involved with like a Kingpin or something.
yeah, because you gotta think
that
about
would work.
Kingpin
Yeah.
would have to
because
be
you
the
gotta
one.
think like in the MCU, like okay, just let's just take like out of MCU, we take business a lot. Why invest in this 3 movies if you got getting nothing out of it? What else?
I also
what is the
don't
payoff?
think that they're done after this.
I don't either, but it's like this is like if I'm going with that theory of it, like
Yeah, I mean, I don't
What's
think
the
they're.
payoff?
This
But
may
I,
be
like I said, but I do feel
his
like
last solo film.
what
I'll give you that. There may not be a Spider-Man 4 or anything coming out.
yeah,
He
like
might just show up
Spider-Man,
in other-
like because we
Oh,
are
I didn't even
because
think
we're
about that.
already like to me,
that,
like I said,
that actually makes more sense.
like when
you may
when
not get no more solo
solo Spider because you don't
in the
need it.
MCU.
You don't need it. That's why I
But-
said like we can get. I wouldn't be surprised to get if we do get a movie with multiverse Spider-Mans. It would be fighting against the Sinister Six. Like someone who comes in at the end of this movie realizes like all y'all from different like things and know all the weaknesses to all the Spider-Mans. Like we should get together, form the Sinister Six, and take over the Spider. Like you gotta think villains don't want to take over the world. They just want to take over their like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna help you take over your Spider-Man world, your Spider-Man. Like so I can see a movie like that. Like we get a live action more like Spider-Man. Everybody kind of like interact with because we're not gonna get. They're not gonna. To me, they're not gonna be in this Spider-Man movie. Like the other two are not gonna be in this movie.
What
And
other two?
the Andrew Garfield and Toby.
Oh, you don't think that?
Not in that magnitude to make a difference. They might make an appearance.
I do agree with
but
that.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, but because they're there and they do it, like
yeah, they're
you
definitely
can't
not-
end. You can't end.
I
Like,
don't think this is going to be I don't know how many people. At least I hope a lot of people aren't really thinking that.
They're gonna be
be like this is a 3
main
Spider-Man
cast.
plus
Yeah, like,
pop.
no, it's not gonna be that.
I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a thing of when you know the villains come through.
You didn't
might
see
even
Crisis
just see
on
a
Infinite,
fl-
did you? So kinda go
I
with
think
this,
like it's
because
gonna be those
they did
Easter eggs. You sort of see something
literally
happening.
They
Yeah.
did they did Urza Miller's Flash and Grant Gustin's Flash, and literally it was Urza Miller Flash ran in, Grant Gustin's Flash like, wait, who are you? I'm the Flash. You the Flash? I'm
Like-
the Flash. This is cool.
But, like,
oh,
even-
hey, we got to make sure you get back to the fight. and that was it.
But even outside of that, it was also like
That's what I said. That's what I said. All we need is a Spider-Man meme.
But even as things were happening in the universe, it'll pop into we in I forgot what they numbered, but it was the Smallville Superman. They popped into that universe. I forgot, like I said, I don't remember which number they numbered it, but it was because something happened that they happened to pop in. You see a clip from that universe, and it goes out. That's what I think.
Yeah, it literally was like,
that's what I said, like
it'd be like a meteor going by, and then to pop in, you see that Lois Clark and them look, and like, oh shit, and then that's it. That's what
I said. Like, that's what I said. Like, the way I could see with the Spider-Man meme would be perfect because it's like. It's one of the moments where Tom would just think everything is fine, and doing a regular street, fight in the alley with a group of, you know what I'm saying, like the same typical Spider-Man moment of saving a woman in the alley.
All of the spider senses will go off.
That's the moment, like Deuces was saying, that happened in Crisis on Infinite Earth, where they all pop in, you have your little moment, and it's like, oh shit, well let's get back to what we're really supposed to be doing, and get out, and that'll make sense, and that'll make sense for when we know that. Whatever Strange is doing starts fucking up with shit. Like we saw the I don't know if it was just CG for the trailer, but it looks like we're like shit was really fucking up all over the place.
Oh shit! Yeah. You know what? We didn't even think about. We saw all the the villains talking. We saw the bomb go through.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely don't think they were talking to all.
We don't know who they were
They're
talking
all
to.
not talking.
So it literally that could literally be the scene.
It could be Doc Ock.
Yeah.
I think
hello Peter.
Yeah.
Even be careful what you wish for, Peter. Yeah. Like we don't know who they was talking to. It literally that could be the scene. It could be Tom Holland swinging through. Like wait, who the fuck is that Spider-Man fighting? Like we seeing they fight scene. They normal regular fight scene on a regular day.
Yeah.
And so it could be speed through. Like wait, what the hell is that? Seeing another one. Like wait, what the hell? Like. Wait, what's
that'd be too easy though. Like they have to do Spider-Man meme. They have to.
I think they do that.
They have to do that.
I think they do that.
It's typical. Like I said, I can if they need me, we can cut this out, and I was cut this out right here when I say it. Like scene drops in back alley, nighttime.
You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna do the scene.
Women want to do it. It's not
gonna be in the movie. It's gonna be in the post credits.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All I gotta do is be in the post credits.
It's gonna be in the mid credits.
Women walk through
after
the alley.
everything happened and everything like that.
You need at least 5 guys because there got to be a reason why 3 spider. Like
it'll be even funny if it's one because you gotta think they're all swinging through the city. All their spider senses go off on the same thing, so they just go in there just to fight a regular person.
You don't even see it. Like you don't know which one it is.
No, you don't know which one it is yet. But
so
I'm just saying, it's like oh shit, man. It's everybody. You just think that there's one person because why would they? If you have 5, then it seems like you need a crew. But if you have one and then all of them show up to the one, it's like.
Yeah, you see the
like
first.
no, I was saying like I needed to feel like the way I picture is like they all react at the same time.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But everybody's looking at something like they don't even acknowledge that they're all there, so they all looking at it's like you think when they do the shoot, like all you see is the glove of a shoot, but you see like 3 hands get like it's like wait hold up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you drop down, and I feel like they should drop down, and it might be like 2-3 guys left, and they're talking. While the other guys are still trying to fight them, they just knock them 3 out real quick. Then they do like what the like? Hold on, how are you here? Like, how did y'all get here? Like,
I picture the whoever the first one there is. He already took out the person, but the others just dropped because they was already en route, and they land like.
But that's what's like the reason I said that because that's going to show dominance on one of the Spider-Man.
No, see, I want them all to have.
Well, I do think it's going to be. I think it'll be Tom Holland.
Yeah, I want it
would be Tom. Okay,
I want it to be one. I want it to be a regular purse snatcher. Like, man, there's more shit that I got to deal with. What? Let me just help this person real quick, and they all react to it, and then like you see the hand, but you don't know who hand it is, and all of a sudden all the webs hit, and then the villain get away, and then they like.
I could actually see it even if it was just one person robbing her in the alley.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's like what you see though is like when she's like ready to do something, you just see 3 webs hit him like at the same time. And he just like, and everybody they just stop at that point like, wait, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are these webs covering? Then you just gotta like.
I want the 3 webs to hit each other, so then the villain get away. So then and then they had that moment like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like it gotta be a way it falls, but I feel like because I feel like it's always gonna be a fall from the roof.
Oh yeah, it gotta be fall
to
from
the point
sure.
where it's just like, hold on, like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's just
it's
like one of
definitely
those.
Everybody falls.
Yeah, so it's like, and like I said, the Miles Morales part is because, of course, as black people, we always fashionably late.
And
so
he's the one that
been on the roof,
but
the
he's the
whole
one
time.
that actually stopped the villain, and then he's like. Oh shit.
Yeah, like he stopped at the alley, and then like you like cut to the scene of him like doing the video going back through the alley, whatever.
Hilarious.
Like I mean, they can do so much with it. But it's like,
wait, because you haven't played 2.
You haven't played 2
yet. I haven't played 2 either though.
You didn't play the latest Spider-Man?
No, I don't have a PlayStation 5. I'm sorry, I didn't want to buy it for the 4.
Oh, but I'm saying there's no PlayStation 4.
I know. I didn't buy it for the 4.
So in the second Spider-Man, they established that his guy runs his social media, and so that's how he
no, that's right. The original Spider-Man ran his social in the first one. That's
yeah.
right.
So this one, he got a guy, and they run the social media, and like some of the missions, you got to go out there in the public. And
just do pictures or whatever.
So like that would work perfect with Miles Morales because Miles Morales got the social media, you know.
So that's what I'm saying. So it'll be perfect. That's what I said. Like, I think that'll be. I they can definitely do that. So it's like I'm excited for the movie in general. I know we've been already talked. We talked about that trailer, just the trailer enough.
I know. I was gonna clip that out, but that's gonna be a long.
That's a long clip.
But like I said, on the same train of Marvel, like I said, this new phase they started off amazing because you think about it, like the shows were hits.
I think What If is supposed to be a part of it.
Yeah, the shows were hits, right? Still are hits. But then they gave us Shang-Chi, they gave us Eternals, and they gave us this at the same time.
Yeah, Shang-Chi gonna be cold.
And they all look amazing, bro.
Yeah.
They all look fucking amazing.
Like Shang-Chi gonna be cold. I can't.
That's
and
gonna be
I
cold.
feel like, because it's like, remember we was talking about like we've been so used to cosmic whatever, it's like it's gonna be good to go back to like some real,
and
like
even the way he does the rings look so beastie,
Yeah, so it's like it's gonna be like that whole Iron Fist feeling and all, like it's gonna be some definitely like some more.
And then like the Eternals, I don't know much about the Celestials and Eternals. Like I know a little bit about them. I didn't read heavily into the cosmic beings, but that trailer made me like, okay, I need to like
that trailer looks cold.
That shit looks graceful.
Yeah. It looks graceful. It
look like whatever they gonna do in their movie, it's gonna be like it was a breeze.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that it's so casual, like, yeah, we gotta go do this one. Yeah. Like we can't. We've been bullshit.
The dude they showed, he got to be the main villain. Even Phil, he's like, even if he wins, it's gonna. Bro, we knew he was going to win.
Yeah, it's like easy living. Like the whole movie feel easy living.
And then, like, I love the
like
fact,
real
like,
gods fighting each other. Like,
and I love the fact that they're gods, but like, you know what I'm saying? So I was on a podcast and it was like, we was talking about the Eternals, and it was like, but like,
my podcast.
They was like, I need to know where they was at during all this stuff, and I was like, well, old boy, he told you exactly. He had the fall collection IKEA table. I was like, you know how long it takes to put those shits together? I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I love that gods got on Earth, and they was like, ooh, IKEA.
But it was perfect again, too. Shout out to Fam, bro. Because he clutching under the sheets that niggas don't even be. Like, this nigga has been in so many movies. All I remember him from is Atlanta. Really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, he started to me. I know he was in other shit, but I know he started in Atlanta.
He was in
Godzilla first. Then he was Godzilla.
No, that was it.
No, I'm not going to order after that.
Because he was in a scary movie.
He was in, I think, Invisible Man. Get Out.
Get Out.
No, he was in Get Out. He was in
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Was he in Get Out?
Yeah.
Who was he in Get Out?
No, you thinking of Lil Rel. He was in.
No, he wasn't. I thought he was in Get Out too.
No, he wasn't in Get Out.
Lil Rel was.
He was in Invisible Man.
Was that the horror? I could have sworn he was in. I thought he was in one of Jordan Peele's.
He was in. He was in Jordan Peele's. Because that was he was in the.
Was it Us?
It was Us. Because he was the guard in the jail.
Okay.
When they was like reading a report on his mom or whatever.
Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah, I know his.
Yeah.
I know his name.
We didn't say it.
I didn't know his name. I don't know his name. But bro been eating. Like, but he was also truly.
He was in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, he was Miles' dad in Into the Spider-Verse.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, dog has been so like heavy shout out to Fam because it's like
Child's Play.
He was in Child's Play.
He was in Child's Play.
That's the scene. That's the one I'm talking about.
Yes, it is.
Child's Play, and I'm mad he was in there too.
Because he was the neighbor.
He was a neighbor in Child's Play.
He was a Joker.
He wasn't Joker. Like, no, that's the hospital scene I'm thinking about.
You thinking of the hospital?
Yeah, the hospital scene I'm thinking about was when he went to go check on his mom and Joker.
That's the horror movie.
That's the horror movie.
I just assumed it was a Jordan
But I mean, like, this nigga's a god. Like, bro, he stuck in the Marvel so cold.
I thought it was a Jordan Peele one because Jordan Peele, all the up and coming, like, not even say up and coming, all the cold black actors right now. Jordan Peele, like, bro, we got to make sure we all eat.
Yeah.
I'm making sure y'all eat for this.
So
but it's so cold up because it's like, bro is really in the game, even though he looks. Like, shout out to the family because it's like he hasn't changed how he looked. He looked like the same nigga from Atlanta.
And you know, Fam went to Yale?
Huh?
You know he went to Yale?
No, I did not know that.
I knew that when he first got cast in Atlanta.
But I was like, but my thing is like, he's not even in roles that we would typically see him in, like a black person in. Like, just being the neighbor over, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like just being a neighbor in Child's Play.
Yeah.
Or just, I mean, like, you could pick anybody to be the guard in what's like in Joker. Like, he pops up in so many random areas, but he already pops up. He don't be like like Atlanta was the only show that shows him like a nigga.
Yeah.
Like, but in movies, he's everybody, like anything you want him to be. So like the fact this nigga's a god, like heavy shit. Like this nigga's a god, bro.
Yeah.
Like and he's like y'all don't even realize this nigga just been like I've been doing like I went from a nigga in Atlanta
Yep.
to like having jobs. I was a security guard here and I was the motherfucker in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like here and like hey, I'm a god now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm a god now. Like
That's
that still got big heavy nope energy because they like so what you down here just. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, protecting yourself and everything. This nigga like, no, that was like I'm
And
chilling.
he was upset when old boy broke his table.
Like, I'm chilling,
was
bro.
like,
Like, what are you bringing this aggression in my house?
He's like, that was the fall collection.
yeah, like he chilling.
No,
like,
yeah.
Like,
I heard that might get pushed.
what, Eternals?
Yeah, they said depending
Oh, yeah,
on.
January 2021.
They said depending on how Shang-Chi does.
2022.
Because, you know, obviously people still aren't, especially with cases rising, people aren't going back to the theaters again.
The Shang-Chi's coming to the
Shang-
theaters?
Shang-Chi, yeah, that's literally only theaters.
So here's the
they
thing.
ain't giving
Is
that-
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they said,
yeah.
no, you want to see this, you in the theaters. You ain't
Yeah.
catch this on Disney Access.
So here's what's funny though, because while they're pushing movies back, other movies are still in production. That means that if they continue to push movies back, there's going to be we may get 12 months. 12 Marvel movies in a year because they got so many movies that they, like, it'll be ready now. So they can be like, oh, we can fast track this shit. Let's go, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you gonna get your money back because everybody's
no,
going definitely.
but it's gonna be tough because you might eat into that movie's.
Yeah, you can always eat into everybody.
Or they may just do it like every quarter, every 3 months,
Yeah.
every 3 months or more, a Marvel movie.
I mean, yeah, like
Hey, it's Marvel week, y'all. This is the,
yeah,
this the week.
look at Marvel like, at this point because Marvel makes their own rules.
But I feel like if you think about even the fact that the show aspect of it now, the TV show aspect,
Yeah.
like that is when you realize you got to like hold on something that's like, all right, well we can slide in some
I
shows,
think they just
create some
confident-
new storylines real quick to like have future movies maybe or never even touch on it. But like we ain't got shit else to do. Like let's do a couple.
I
like
think they really just that confident. I don't think they change. I think eventually they may move this once and say something like they feel like they got to move again. I think they're like, no, I'm confident enough that people gonna want to see this because I think Shang-Chi is gonna do really well, regardless of
whether they put
what,
it out. If they did it,
They're not
surprise.
pushing that. That's
it's
coming
gonna
out
go.
Friday.
I feel like
They already did the premiere.
It's
They
just
did
the
it
movie
in-
theater.
in
Like it's
Japan,
just the
I think.
movie theater numbers because it's like the repeat. Your repeat fans gonna watch the show. It's
But
just
that's
how
what
we
I'm
gonna.
saying.
It's just
That's
weird.
why I think they confident enough that they know that like.
But you're
we
not
gonna
gonna
make whatever we get because also that's just here. I guarantee. Well, maybe I'm hoping you would think Asia's finna kill that.
Oh, Shang-Chi. Oh, hell yeah. That's it.
They you
No,
think
no.
so?
It's historically anything that
A
is
lot of
anything that is
Asian-led
American
films
made,
kill it in Asia.
Anything that's
Because
American made but is
they-
Asian led
it's
and
that
it's
same thing.
and it's not disrespectful.
It's that
but-
same thing. It's
yeah.
that same thing.
That's why
Black
Avatar
people,
did
black
too.
people want to go see. Black people want to go see stuff with black people in it. So Asian people, from what I've seen in the box office, I'm not trying to be like disrespectful or whatever. It's that
say respectfully.
respectfully. That's the perfect way to put
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
They want to see Asian led things, so they see an Asian lead, and like Deuce said, it's not disrespectful. It's not a character.
I mean, no, yeah, I
of the
think
culture.
it's definitely great for Asian culture to have
You know
a
what I'm saying?
solo. It's the same thing we
It's
have for
the
Black
first-
Panther.
It's the first Asian.
Yeah, the same thing.
It's
Same energy we did for Black
superhero.
Panther.
Yep, and so
Like,
that's why no matter what, that movie is going
I think
to
it's
do
gonna
good.
kill it. So I think they're gonna make their money.
I mean, I'm
Which
just
the premiere already
like,
looked amazing. They did it over there. They did the premiere.
I also
When is it supposed to come out?
It's coming out next.
It comes out Friday. But by the time this episode drops,
It
that
comes
Friday,
out. It comes out next week Friday. But it's out.
theaters only.
But they
It's
no, but
theaters
they
only.
did their premiere
And
already.
you know what? Who ain't been to a theater since the beginning of the pandemic? But who said, you know, I'll be in them theaters. Me, I will be there.
I'm definitely going to have to go see it in the
Like-
theaters. Man. I was debating on going to see Candyman in the theaters. So I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie. I hadn't been averse to the theaters, but nothing was coming out because I forgot Candyman
yeah,
was theater only.
nothing was really coming
Is
out.
Candyman theater
I don't
only?
think it's theater only. I think it's.
That's
I
what's-
think you can still pay for
But see
it.
that, so that's what's been.
But it's
killing,
at
'cause
30
not-
shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they did a London premiere already. So
London premiere, yeah. But
Like,
that's
you
been
can
the thing.
do
They have to
Candyman,
do
you know
LA
what I'm
premiere
saying?
'cause I saw some people I follow who were at the LA premiere.
Yeah.
It's like-
But nothing's come out that I was like that's been theaters only that I've been like I gotta go to the theater to see it. A lot of stuff that's come out like I would want to go see it in the theater, but it's, I can watch it on HBO Max or I can watch it on Paramount.
yeah.
I'm good then. Shang-Chi.
I mean, that's because you ain't got no choice. So yeah,
I ain't got no choice.
I ain't got no choice with that, but you know what? I do want to see it in theater.
I feel like I'm gonna
but
learn.
can
I feel
wait.
like I'm.
However,
I
if
don't think I
Spider-Man,
can wait.
Spider-Man, no matter what, I don't give a fuck what.
I definitely feel like I'm gonna tap into my old man
Spider-Man,
energy
I'm
though.
definitely seeing.
And go see a
Oh,
movie.
I'm going
and go see a
to see it
movie at
on
like
like
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like,
Or just do it early morning. Or
Yeah, like
weekend.
yeah. That's what I'm
School's
saying. Like,
back. School's back. Kids back in
that's
school.
what I'm saying. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I'm
I'm definitely gonna tap into my old man energy. Like, be out there with some popcorn at by myself in the
Right.
theater. Like,
9 a.m. in the morning, just like,
So, like, they know my name. Like, you up here watching a movie, right? They're like, yeah, I'm in here. You know what I'm
The
saying?
one theater's right around the corner from my house.
Look at it, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely feel like that. Like, crowd still in the theater.
But I definitely, that is something I was like, you know what? When you said it's theater only, I'm there. You got me.
That movie's gonna be really dope because I'm excited. About
I just want to make sure we support. I just want to support. Like, I want to make sure that we keep shit going.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, that shit is definitely gonna be like the way the industry or whatever going. It's like, you know, I don't think Disney, they got enough money that we always get the movies.
Oh, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Like, but I would hate for us to lose really like the movie theater aspect because people stop really going to the movie
True.
theaters. You know what I'm saying?
I could see theaters becoming more of a boutique thing. I do think that'll happen. Where it's that, oh, you want to see a cold experience of this, we go to the theater for this. Like, you know, they're gonna still show all types, but it's a more elegant experience, and we're gonna take it back to the movie set.
I can see that. I mean, yeah, like you got to put more effort into the movie theater experience at
Yeah.
this point.
So speaking of like the streaming aspect of it though, because we got 3 episodes of What If. Have you been watching it?
I haven't seen. I think this third one. Then
So you saw the
Yeah,
Black
I've
The
Panther?
Yeah.
second episode was the best.
best. That was the best one. This
Yeah.
was, the third one was what if the Avengers all got killed before the
Mm.
Avengers
This-
started.
okay, I started seeing that post up
Episode.
everywhere.
I liked
Episode
it.
was
He
that.
didn't like it because of
Episode
the
was
reveal of who the
as
villain.
As I said, spoiler.
Spoiler
You care
alert,
about
spoiler
who
alert.
the villain is?
I don't care. I'm gonna watch it.
All right, so spoiler alert. As I said in the Discord last night, Hank Pym is a B-plot character.
Oh, they had Pym as the villain.
So what ended up happening is,
Yeah, go.
was Hope is his wife, right? Or his
No,
daughter?
Hope is his daughter.
His daughter. She Shield.
His wife had died too,
Yeah,
though.
Shield employs her and she dies on a mission. So Hank blames Shield, and so he's been he uses his tech and everything like that. So like it start off with them first about to recruit
Tony Stark.
And remember in the scene,
oh, so they go through all this.
They go
kind
through
of
him, yeah.
Because remember in the scene, Tasha Romanoff puts the syringe in it to stop the spread of the
Yeah.
toxin, right? Hank Pym's in there, so when she does that, it immediately kills him, and so that starts off everything. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell it the rest. I want to tell you, but that starts
Okay.
off everything.
But it goes through
Do it
that.
show how he got into this syringe.
You don't get that.
You don't get that
end.
till the very
but
end.
like
Oh.
he starts killing off the rest of
But
the Avengers in different
To
ways.
my point, I guess, like I said,
Hank Pym is definitely a B-list
Like
fucking
I-
comic character.
Bro, so
But-
wait, hold on. Let me get before I'm
ahead.
gonna let you go. Why y'all keep on saying he B-list? He pioneered the Ant-Man technology. How can he be
yeah,
B-list?
you said that yesterday, and you said he was legit, and my statement still remains. Is he though?
Like, bro, when he get too big, a good punch will put this nigga on his back.
So,
in
I
the
mean,
slowest of motions.
So like I said,
But he's still
Like,
pioneering.
he's only probably
But you
good
ain't
He
at
deserves his
ball.
respect.
but you act like B-plot character. He's still on the episode. He's still a good chunk of the episode, but he ain't who we came to see.
Like, if you want to show me this nigga was above niggas, is him going into a nigga body and then expanding. Like, nigga, I'm out here
Well,
on y'all ass. Like, I'm about to kill off. Like,
I was saying, like the episode was good. I'm not saying the episode was
Bro,
bad.
some good kills. too.
Good kills.
because
all
it's
of
all
that.
kills from him. Like, because
Yeah.
it's how he kills
Good
everybody
kills.
off.
No,
all
he
of that.
but he's killing the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
these
you gotta watch
are
it.
great scenes. I didn't say any of that.
Are
But
they
as, like,
believable? Do you believe Hank
Oh,
Pym, like,
yeah.
is in the
Yeah,
what if
the
scenario?
way he did it, you could understand how it would happen. My
He just
my
didn't want it to be
gripe
Hank
was,
Pym.
do every time, like I said, I saw every scene. I'm like, bro, this would be so much colder if it was a different character.
Really?
That was every.
He didn't want to give
that
Hank
was
So you
Pym
like
respect.
if all people who got have
if it was
kids in the
Scott Lang-
universe.
if it was Scott Lang doing all of this, applause. The episode would have been amazing. If it was Hope Van Dyne doing all of this, applause. The episode, it was. Do I really care?
He don't got no
Do
respect
I
for Hank Pym.
really care that it was Hank Pym?
Zero respect for him.
Do I really care? He'll be plot character at best.
At best, too. I mean, I agree, but I mean, so it's like that
Am
was
I
like.
wrong?
So do you
So
feel
you
like?
say you were watching
Do you
Hank
feel like
Pym
you got
play?
caught? Do you feel like you got? Did you feel like you just watched a What If Yamcha episode? If Yamcha took out the Z Fighters,
No, I feel like I was watching a What If Piccolo episode.
if Piccolo was stronger
If
than
Piccolo
everybody
was-
actually,
yeah.
and how he would actually
'Cause
kill
it's
everybody.
like, that's the character. It's like, all right, I get why you got plot points.
Like, why you mad?
Like,
I get,
I
you know
understand
what I
you
mean?
got plot points.
But
I
Yamcha,
don't
you
want-
can get why Yamcha, like, nigga, we talk about, like,
No.
because Yamcha would have to kill Vegeta
Wait,
first.
are you
like,
considering
nigga, you talking
Yamcha
about
B?
bitch?
Like,
Like,
wait,
Yamcha, B plot character.
Okay, quick. All right, where's Piccolo in the character? Is he B,
I mean-
is he A or B?
Piccolo to me is A.
He a B-plot character.
You give him B plot, and he watched the kids, nigga. Like what
That's why
you mean?
it's B-plot. Bro, Piccolo,
He can handle
a
Saiyans.
B-plot character.
Is Krillin A or B?
I'd give Krillin like A-. You kind of like, bro, this episode
What?
got to leave. Because so a B-plot character in my eyes is that character who's like, you may have an episode that you kind of lead.
Is there above A? Like, hold on. Is there an like? Are we considering like Goku?
Star, A-plot, and then you got your B-plot.
Yes, the nigga, because they all support characters. So that's they are A's.
No, because if we're going stars like Goku, Vegeta.
Wait, whoa. Goku and Vegeta same. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they both stars, right?
Goku, Vegeta, because Vegeta, he lead A-plot. You still lead the most episodes.
Hold on, you saying Vegeta's A?
So you saying Vegeta's the star? I feel like there's only one star.
No.
I feel like there's only one star.
No.
Bro, the star is the whole Z fucking fighters, bro. Like,
dog, the star is
what?
Goku. The star is Goku.
God damn,
You know
nigga.
the star
Like,
is just Goku.
this nigga said he Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, nigga.
You know the star is
hold on,
just,
man.
If Vegeta was a star, they'd let him finish a fight.
Bro, listen to
If
me.
Vegeta was a star, they'd let him finish a
Listen
fight.
to me. The whole Z fighter.
No, before we go to that, do you disagree that if Vegeta was a star, they'd let him finish a
The
fight?
whole Z fighter team.
you're just gonna ignore-
Yeah,
so
I'm
you're
ignoring
just
you.
gonna ignore
I'm ignoring
me.
you. The whole Z fighter team plays a role
No,
to
you
make
know damn
to
well
make
they
Goku
don't.
I'm not
great.
putting the whole
know
Z
damn
fighter team
well
on the
they
same
don't.
page. I got
Fam.
Goku and Vegeta, but then I got
You should lower this hand a little bit. 'Cause that was Vegeta.
Goku and Vegeta. Then I got Krillin, Android 17, and Piccolo. all
Y'all
the
just
same.
singling niggas, man. I put like nigga like
The
like-
whole Z, because you
ain't putting the whole Geek.
nigga Yamcha not a Z fighter though. So
He
I'm
He
saying.
is.
No, he not.
Yes, he is.
Not no more.
Yes,
Nigga,
no,
like,
he never got demoted. He never got demoted.
Bro, he got demoted when Goku wasn't checking for that nigga. That's demotion.
No, he's still a Z
No,
fighter.
that's demotion. That's demotion. So
No.
however y'all feel about it, like that's when that nigga went from being a star to A. Like
No.
nigga, we will.
This nigga
There's
said
different
Yamcha
levels
was
of the
a
Z
star at
fighters,
one
bro.
point.
There's different levels of Z
Maybe
fighters.
Dragon Ball. Actually, I'll take.
There's different
maybe-
levels of Z fighter, but he's
Fam,
still a Z
y'all
fighter.
I see what y'all doing. Y'all just tearing everybody, but
No,
y'all,
he's always been a Z fighter.
But y'all specifying so heavy of a thing, like
He's
everybody.
always been. So
No, because this is why I
the
said.
original
So,
Z
like,
fighter.
those are like,
wait,
y'all-
wait,
No, you
hold
saying
on.
you'll be okay with it? Yamcha led episode
Wait.
more than twice.
Wait, I got a question.
More than once. A Yamcha led episode. You
Did
cool
he
with it?
Wait,
win? Yes, nigga.
wait.
You know he ain't gonna win, nigga.
Wait.
You know he ain't gonna
Wait,
win.
I got a
No.
question.
Go ahead.
I got a question. All right. So Zachary, the Black Power Ranger, he ain't been in the movies of the Power Rangers or the shows. He ain't come back like Jason and Tommy. Is he still considered a Power Ranger?
Nigga, he OG.
So why you ain't giving Yamcha the OG status? Yamcha
No.
was the original Z fighter.
No, but I'm saying like I feel like but I'm going off the fact of appearance. Like
No, I know
he's-
that, but he's still considered a Z fighter. You
No,
can't take him
but,
out.
but we're talking about like y'all ranking within the Z fighters.
Yes, there's
I'm just
rankings
saying,
within
nigga.
it.
Like I took the nigga.
Because
If you not
just-
fighting no more, nigga, you not a Z fighter, nigga. You a Z regular, nigga. Like
But you just said Zach
But
is
no,
OG,
no.
and he ain't fighting no more. But Tommy and Jason has came back multiple times. They still fighting.
I mean that was okay. That would say the same. All right, so I'm agreeing that Yamcha is OG.
Okay.
So he a Z
Yeah.
fighter.
He's still a Z fighter. That's all I'm
That's
saying.
fine. I don't care about that point. My point is, you know damn well you ain't finna be geeked about a TN episode.
Yeah,
Nigga, what you mean, Tien? I want to see a new move. Y'all don't want to see new shit.
but you ain't gonna put them as the same as Goku and Vegeta,
You
bro.
know
They
you
not
ain't-
on that same level.
Like
Fam,
you're
so
not
you-
finna watch a Chaozu episode and be
Wait,
like,
no,
hey, okay.
no. Let's not talk
Shout,
episode.
yeah, don't do shout.
Wait, no, let's not
don't
talk
do,
episode.
That's a
No,
lie.
Z
That's a lie.
Hey, wait, but no,
Aight,
let's
that's
not
a
talk
lie.
episodes because the episode anybody you can be the smallest character ever, but you're not gonna watch a whole TN arc.
Fair. That's actually
You'll
better.
watch a whole Vegeta arc. You'll watch a whole
Hold
Piccolo
on.
arc.
So you telling
you
me-
won't watch a
That's
whole
what I ain't-
TN
I like
arc.
So then you tell me this. Are you saying you gonna watch the Krillin arc?
No, I don't put them on the same. That's why I don't put them on the same level. The people.
He's saying stars are the ones you
I
watch
would
arcs
see.
about.
I will watch a full arc of Vegeta, a full arc of.
But you,
of
I mean,
Goku.
my thing
Hold
is-
on. Now,
but I
hold
also
on.
watch a full Gohan arc.
Gohan's up there too.
You didn't say that. You
Okay, I
didn't
didn't
list
finish.
Gohan.
I didn't.
When you was going through your list of the originals, I was gonna say
So
that.
there's four top. The A
Four?
list.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas
Trunks,
elitists.
Gohan.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, he right.
Trunks, Gohan, Goku, and Vegeta are the top. That you will watch because you'll watch a whole future arc. You know you would.
Is there? What is this called? It's not racism.
No,
because apparently y'all hate. Y'all feel like the human race can't elevate at all.
No,
like,
let me finish. Let me finish because
you want the Chaozu arc.
Because the next
No,
level,
I don't need a Chaozu. I would watch a tier arc
let me
though.
finish my tier.
You irritated as a bitch,
this is
nigga.
my tier.
Chaozu can suck
So
suit like
So
dog.
the next tier would be Krillin, Piccolo, the androids. That would be that next tier right underneath them because you will watch a significant amount of episodes, maybe not a full arc, but you'll watch stuff around the androids and around Piccolo and Krillin. You wouldn't be upset about that.
You lying. I'm saying that.
I'd knock Krillin down an arc in my.
Again, like, bro, we talking about they all OG. So if you ever, like, wouldn't you even be surprised? Like, damn, y'all finna work on your.
Again, we're gonna go back to the statement. Would you watch a Chaozu arc then?
That's the bottom.
He's a Z-fighter. He's a Z-fighter.
But that's very bottom. That's why I said they're not all. That's why I said they're not
I'm watching the guy drove me off with my mama.
You know you would.
Nigga, first.
You know you would.
Put that nigga in the list,
That
nigga.
one backfired.
We had this whole
conversation.
That one backfired.
You know you would.
Yeah, give it to me ASAP, nigga.
That
Like,
one backfired. You watching the Master Roshi arc? I'd watch it.
yes, nigga. What do you mean?
Okay, to be fair, those would probably be comedy series that don't count.
But see, I would put them in the whole arc. That'd be a quick, like, 4 or 5.
What are you talking about? An arc? Like, you talking about the whole season? What are you talking about?
That's
a
an arc.
character arc. You gotta give a season for a character arc.
You will watch it for the android.
You don't think most arcs are one season?
But I mean, we talking about a character development. Like, my thing is, so I'm asking, like, because character arc could still be that the fact that, like,
I'm not talking about a character. I'm talking about a show arc. If the show had a moment where it's like, okay,
this who we like.
We gotta focus on this. So,
like, if we did, like, if we're talking Naruto. So if we're talking like that whole arc with Sasuke when he was with Hebi and Taka.
Yeah,
that was his whole arc.
You
watching that with your Chaozu?
So if you watching Dragon Ball Z,
that was Chaozu. You keep doing. The nigga keep using his weak ass nigga in my face. I told the nigga I hate the nigga already, bro.
But you said all Z fighters. All Z fighters ain't the same.
No, but as I'm saying, like, that's what I kept trying to tell y'all is like because I didn't even break it down. Like I said, like the Z fighters is like how y'all saying the stars and A's. Like I said, Yamcha's an A. So
he doing the same
but we
thing,
disagree.
but he giving a higher level to everybody.
No, but I'm like Chaozu and all that shit would be. Chaozu was like a damn near D. Nigga,
no,
like
he just saying.
But why,
how y'all like
you saying Yamcha's position is not the D that we're saying, it's the A.
Yeah, he would
so
be
we're
A.
saying the same.
We're saying the same thing. So there is levels.
Like all the powerful niggas, like y'all saying, is one group, but.
His levels is more compact than
because
ours.
it's just compact. That's what I'm saying. Because all the niggas support like
I want to hear
Yamcha, Piccolo,
who's all
them,
your
they're
A's?
all support characters.
Wait,
like
they're all A's.
Wait.
They're all A's.
So who
it's
else?
like card. If you think about the card game, like or whatever, like shit like that.
Who else? So you got Yamcha, Piccolo,
Krillin, and the fucking androids.
See, I wouldn't. That's where we differ.
Because
I wouldn't put all of them on the same level.
if you like Chaozu and Tien, because like Chaozu and them and Puar are fucking supports to the A's, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like they not.
But we
like Goku not fucking with Puar. Like,
so you don't.
Vegeta was slapping the shit out of Puar. Like, what
So
the
you
fuck
don't.
is this?
So you don't put Goku and Vegeta in A. Those are the stars, right?
Yeah, they're the stars.
What about Gohan and Trunks?
No. Anybody that gets supported by somebody is under them.
Wait, so where's Gohan and Trunks?
So he's saying Goku, Gohan, Trunks, and Vegeta.
What about
then it goes below them. It's the Krillin.
Where do you
Yamcha.
put Gotenks? Gohan and Young Trunks. Where do you put them?
I honestly have never thought about it. I would probably still put them in that same. I would probably put them in the same top. I would probably put them in the same.
Z-fighters. The kids are Z-fighters.
I probably put them in the same top, but I mean that's because they're getting supported by the top.
But okay,
like you know what I'm saying?
No, because they had full arcs for them, just them. It was mini arcs within the major arc, but they had
within the Cell Saga, they had the whole Gotenks thing.
No, Buu Saga.
Buu Saga. You're right. Buu Saga. In the Buu Saga, they had the whole
Gotenks arc.
I don't say it was an arc, but that's what
mini
I'm saying.
Arc, I guess
that mini
arc.
Call it. Who would you like? You would be okay with mini arcs from Piccolo, Gotenks, stuff like that. But if it was Yamcha, I wouldn't want that mini arc of Yamcha. So
the baseball arc.
Wait, no, not that.
We didn't need that.
No, I'm not talking about baseball.
No, you shouldn't say that. That's your argument. That's your argument.
Wait, I got it perfect.
We didn't need it
because he lost. Nigga, y'all could have made the nigga win.
Wait, I got the perfect. I got the perfect. Okay, so let's use the Boo saga. So we all know about the full Boo saga, right?
Right.
But then you had at least a good 7 episodes of goatings, of them training, trying to learn the fusion and everything, and them fighting with Boo, like focus on them, right? So that mini arc, that many episodes.
No, that's probably like what, 4 or 5, maybe 6 episodes.
Maybe 6 episodes. So let's start with your list. Who wouldn't you want to see 6 episodes focused on?
Right in a row.
Right in a row. Just 6 episodes right in a row.
Chaozu, Puar, fucking the ham nigga.
Okay.
So
Chaozu, Puar,
everybody who supports the fucking A person.
So if there was a
you would be cool with 6 straight episodes of Yamcha?
If Yamcha's gonna get stronger, yes. Bro, like, look. Y'all get me fucked up because I don't understand because it's like, in the beginning of Dragon Ball, it was Yamcha, Krillin, and Goku.
But I'm talking about now.
But
my thing is like, y'all saying like y'all don't want to see Yamcha or Goku or Krillin even like reach a better limit.
Wait, hold on. We didn't get to Krillin yet. I'm talking about
what a 6-episode arc is going to do.
But I mean, like, Yamcha been taking the L forever. So yes, I would like to see this nigga like. Like Krillin's Goku's fucking best friend. Nigga. That's McMill.
Krillin, I
never said no to Krillin. We're talking Yamcha.
Right.
So Yamcha needs to. If you like the fact that they already been making fun of Yamcha and put him in that, what it is, y'all going with the fact that like they just throwing this nigga through. They always throw this nigga to the grave. But
I just don't care about his character.
Yeah, I really don't.
I really don't care.
Why? He's like the fucking like Ken of Street Fighter. Like, he's the playboy.
No, Vegeta's Ken. If Goku's Ryu, Vegeta's Ken.
He's right.
Fam, we talking about like his playboy. Like this nigga think he's a playboy. Like the only thing that's weird about this nigga is he got a cat that changes to whatever he wants.
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Like
if I
I said, Krillin, I would.
Right.
Y'all just forgot about the art. Y'all forgot about his art.
No, when he in Dragon Ball, he was going through.
He was the man in Dragon Ball, bro.
He was cold.
He was the man up until Dragon Ball Z started. Once Dragon Ball Z started, it was over for him.
He peaked in Dragon Ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he
didn't peak. They just stopped giving this nigga a story.
In high school, who was he threw 4 touchdowns in the championship game.
He out-bunnied. I know they out-bunnied him, but like I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like they out-bunnied him. Like they out-bunnied him. So it's like, why would I not want to see an arc where y'all really bring him back up to level with everybody?
They could have brought him back up to level. They could have had.
That was what the baseball arc was.
They could have had him.
That's not the baseball arc.
Fighting. They could have had him be the one who defeated Satan, but he did not. He did not beat Hercule.
No, they could have had him fighting. They could have had him.
I'm saying that on a human level.
But see, these are what
on a human level.
These are what like my thing. Like, so you might say you don't. My thing is that you don't feel like we don't get an arc at some point. I mean, we may never because at this point he may be comic relief or whatever. But it's like we can definitely get an arc where he really truly realizes that he's like
I don't want it.
The lowest or whatever. And he goes searching out his
where
Wolf Gang fit. Like he gotta go. He can search where he got like he still was his own clan and own thing.
For me, you want to know where that ended for me?
You're saying.
You want to know where that character ended for me? I know the exact moment. So you remember the Android saga, the early Android saga when he was fighting Android 19. So remember, he was the first person both androids ran up on, those androids. And it was, okay, these, at the time we thought those were the ones we know everybody was training to fight. And we're like, all right, at least Yamcha, he been training with them for 3 years. He gonna at least get his moment. He may not win, but he'll get a moment where everybody can get here. This man got a hand put through him. First, he got his energy stolen. Then he got a hand put through him. That's when I was like, bro, I don't care about this character anymore.
But that's because they use him so wrong.
I was like,
they use him to show how dominant the other characters were. Like, they suck power and they fucking destructive.
So why are we expecting that he
because he's human.
Krillin's human.
Human.
Krillin saw first, like, I ain't gonna do that shit. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Krillin was taking his L's early.
Krillin took his L's
no. You picture what if you swap spots? Just swap spots. Picture what if the Yamcha is actually Krillin. Swap spots.
I wouldn't want that, man. Listen, I'm more invested in Krillin than Yamcha, bro.
You don't think so? You think so? All right, Yamcha against Krillin.
Krillin is bodying him.
Krillin is destroying.
So they both know the Kamehameha, right?
Yeah.
Yamcha don't know the Destructo Disc.
Yamcha know Wolfgang fist though.
Wait,
Krillin. Destructo Disc is cutting through that
Not
fist.
even that. Krillin fought in the Tournament of Power.
That's what I'm saying.
Yamcha did not.
That was like that's the writer's decision. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yamcha
y'all,
tried to fight the
y'all
Turtles.
it's the same shit with the Yajirobe shit. I ain't even do this shit with y'all. Like y'all going about how the writers write niggas, nigga. Like that's fuck y'all.
That's
Like
what we
whatever.
do.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all trying to tell me like I don't want to watch an arc of like. Yamcha is like, yes, nigga, if you write the arc where this nigga win, yes, I want to watch
But
it.
I don't want him to win.
happening.
I don't want him to win.
Y'all don't even want him to win because the writer
Nah.
done brainwash y'all this nigga can't win. Like y'all
I
didn't
fuck
brainwash.
with Krillin. I fuck with
Bro,
Krillin.
I told you.
You don't even need to win. Like
I
this
was
nigga need to get
watching,
back to the Z Fighter level where he can fight with
He's
everybody.
always Z Fighter. I respect him. He's always Z
No,
Fighter.
he's not a Z Fighter.
No,
He definitely is a Z fighter.
He's
not.
He just bottom tier Z fighter.
He's not.
You know what? He Big Shot Bob.
No, the
You
nigga is,
respect Robert Horry, but you really don't care for Robert Horry.
no, he's
Robert Horry got all them rings. I
he's-
respect it. You played a good role, but whatever.
He's Z Fighter bait, bro. That's
No.
all he is. He's Z Fighter
Big
bait.
Shot. He the
I
Big
told
Shot
you,
Bob
it was-
of
I'm
Dragon
t-
Ball
I
Z.
told
Well,
you.
no, because the big shot would be a game winner, right? This nigga don't got a game winner.
He had his game winners back in the day when in Dragon Ball he had some game
He had some
winners.
game. I told you. I was watching a pod. It was a Kevin on Stage podcast. He was talking about his son stopped fucking with the Hulk. When he was like, bro, my son saw the Hulk get pieced up by Thanos and was like, bro, I don't even like the Hulk anymore. that moment, that exact moment is Yamcha getting a hand put through him. I don't even like Yamcha anymore. I was then probably around the same age.
Because
So, I don't even
vice
like
versa.
Yamcha
Look at it this
anymore.
way. Now we done watch all the Tournament of Power. We seen how it outfought. Do you think Goku made the right decision not picking him? Do you think Yamcha would have been at who would he?
Yamcha was bullshitting though. Like they
No,
wrote
no,
the
Yamcha
nigga.
was trying. He was trying. Yamcha was trying. He was at
dropping hints.
He was dropping hints.
No, but they didn't give him the fight. Like, so like I don't know what he like. Yamcha just wanted to be
Yamcha
there.
was so weak. Goku like, Rodney, I watched. I waste my time trying to fight you.
Because- and that's what I'm saying.
But look at the talent that was in the Tournament of Power.
Who could he replace?
would he have beat?
If we
Who
talk,
would he have beat?
We're talking about
He wouldn't have
writing
beat the
him.
Wolves.
We're
He
talking
wouldn't
about.
have beat the-
We're talking about writing him wrong. Like what makes me mad about it is Krillin and Yamcha were both human beings.
Yep.
They're
Yamcha
human
made
beings.
bad decisions.
And Krillin trained more.
Yamcha made
Krillin
bad
trained
decisions.
so I agree with that. Krillin trained more,
And Yamcha made bad decisions.
Yamcha made bad decisions. So that's what I'm saying. Like
You know
y'all,
what that shows
so,
me? No, you talking about you don't like what writers are showing you. Hey, look what when you make fucked up decisions.
so I get what you're saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so when y'all ask me if I would watch an arc, and I'm like, if it's written correctly,
But you
and
said
the nigga,
correctly.
But you can say
Why
that about
you assuming-
anybody.
Why
You
you
gotta
assuming
base it-
nigga who
you-
clearly made bad decisions?
You gotta
gonna make
base
a
it
good
off of
Because
what
all you
we've
gotta do
seen
is throw
so far.
something in there where it's like, nigga, you had
No,
innate
no,
power already
but see,
in
now
you.
you get in what
like,
if.
Now,
all you gotta do is innate the power.
Now
We
we
gotta-
back to what if.
We got to go based off of what the.
It gotta be a what if.
No, we got to base it off of
Because
what.
Yamcha ain't winning out
We
the
got to
fight.
base it off of the characteristics that we have seen
Yeah,
so far.
but you know what? So what? You know what it could be though. The arc could be like I said, him going back to his actual roots of learning this and taking it more seriously because he's always been a lad.
Right, that's an episode. That's not an arc. I don't want to see a mini.
No,
arc
because
of
the
that.
arc would be this nigga going through and like niggas who like
You
he
can have
gotta.
a one episode arc, but
One
most
episode.
animes ain't got
That's
no
a one
arc.
episode. I'm not. I don't want to see 6, 7 episodes in a
Are you
row.
cool if you saw 6? Yeah, again, are you cool if you saw
I-
6 straight Yamcha
That's a
centric
good
episodes in a row?
episode. That's a
Yep,
good
I'll be
episode.
fine
what
if
you
the
talking
niggas
about.
winning all day long. If the
All
niggas
right.
winning, my niggas
All right.
like, so I'm really mad because y'all don't want to see this nigga win. Like that's really what y'all fighting against. Like
I know,
if it's
I was-
written that he could be up there, all I'm saying is
Bro, 'cause
Yamcha
that's
could
not
be written.
believable. Why is Yamcha up
Why
there?
is that believable?
Why is
Because
Yamcha up
based
there?
off of the characteristics that we've seen him display
Why-
so
why
far.
is he up there?
Nah.
The only guy that we displayed is him being lazy. So it's like if
No,
he took
we
his shit
played
serious,
him getting his ass kicked.
that's because he's
He got
lazy.
hands
No,
through him.
no, he
You-
tried.
work
you
ethic.
ain't
Wait,
gonna be like,
no. When the Saiyan Saga, he trained hard. He
And-
trained hard
and got-
to
and
prepare
got
for.
blown up by
and
a
got
Cyberman.
blown up for the androids. They trained for 2 years. Everybody went off.
Three.
Everybody went off for 3 years to train. He trained. He did his best, and still got a hand to do him. Sometimes it's just not in
mind
there.
ain't
But
in
not
it.
even the androids that it was supposed to
His
be.
mind was never in it, nigga. He was just traded.
He wasn't even the
Like
androids
he was like
that
he was like
Trunks talked
Cole.
about.
He like
These
Yamcha
were
like Cole
bootlegs.
for Mortal Kombat,
Like,
nigga in the movie.
If the androids that Trunks talked about was Nike, this was fucking Marbury's.
Like
That's what
he
we
like
talking
bro,
right
like
now.
I'm telling you, Yamcha's like Adam, like what is it, Adam Cole, like whatever, Cole from Mortal Kombat.
But we didn't like him either.
We didn't. But at some point, this nigga's main character, so it's like.
Yamcha never gonna be. If Yamcha's the main character,
But like,
I
as I'm
love
saying,
Dragon Ball.
like, if you were to give him an arc, you have to make a main character.
Bro,
So you have to
know
explain.
what you are right now? I saw this meme one day, and it was, what if What if Akira Toriyama on his deathbed said,
Yeah,
Yamcha was the
I love
strongest.
that. I love that. I
No,
wanted
he
to
said,
say.
what he said,
I wanted to say.
Yamcha was holding back.
Yeah,
Yamcha
I
was
wanted to
holding
say.
back.
I wanted to say Yajirobe. Honestly, like that. I've seen that meme a thousand times.
You just want the world to be just flipped upside down.
I want Yajirobe to like, Joe. Yajirobe is the fucking what's the name from Black Black Clover.
Asta?
No.
Asta, the leader.
You just snapped. Okay.
The leader.
You just
the team, the
snapped.
actual captain. Asta's captain.
Oh,
Shit.
why can't I think of his name?
Yeah, I blinked. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I keep thinking saying Yuna too, but I feel it's not Yuna.
You got it. You gonna Google it.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. I feel that's who Yajirobe is. Like everybody always, you got to think any Black Clover, everybody disrespect him.
Wait, whoa! You giving that to who?
Yajirobe. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
That nigga is mad powerful. No, he wasn't holding back.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like we already had this. We ain't gonna do the Yajirobe shit again. Like, but I'm you know what I'm saying. I told you like they didn't.
Yami,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like we not gonna do that. We not gonna do that. No, it ain't no disrespectful to Yami. It's equal grounds. It's solid respect. It's solid respect for both.
Hey, I'm gonna make a graphic. This is gonna go viral.
The only difference is Yami.
I just want to make sure.
There's so many clips.
I just want to make sure I clarify this.
Y'all got me doing the most.
Hold on.
Not even just you.
Stop. I need this on camera. I just want to clarify. You are saying Yajirobe is equivalent to Yami.
No, I said if they wrote Yajirobe correctly, he should be.
Bro, you can't say if they wrote because you can say that about anybody. You can say if they wrote Lex Luthor good, then he'll be the best hero ever. Like you can't say that.
That is fair.
You can't say
that is fair.
You can't say if they wrote.
I'm saying like so. I'm going off my my argument. Like I already told you I had with Yajirobe.
You write fan fiction? I feel like you write fan fiction.
I said, but see, like my thing is like I was like y'all just really. I definitely like maybe that is like my imagination goes a little bit farther. But like when I feel like when you apply mystery to a character, then that character is the strongest character.
I understand it.
Like a character who just reveals everything or does whatever. Like Yajirobe, like Yajirobe being someone who trained Goku or been in these events and did these things.
We never trained Goku.
Not training, but like been in he's been in the events that he's been a part of.
Because I want to understand your thought process.
Okay. All
right, so.
Y'all taking on my day.
No.
Bro, this is
No, I'm interested in this. All right, so what are your thoughts on Oob?
What do you mean? What are my thoughts on
So
Oob?
I just want to know, power scaling, where are you putting Oob as power? Like, he's a derivative of Majin Buu.
I mean,
remember the evil part of Buu.
But I was saying like Oob would be, but Oob is like villains are always more evil than like always more powerful,
right?
Than
so
you know
Oob, he hasn't been brought back since the Buu saga. But we talked about him. They brought him up in Super. Yeah. So do you believe he's going to be crazy powerful once they reveal?
Yeah, but I feel like it's going to be Buu that defeats him. Like I think there's going to be an innate power that like it can't be Goku and them can't like that's literally you know what I'm saying?
You think Oob gonna become a villain?
I feel like Oob could be a moment where like he starts as a villain.
So no, because
I mean it's all about the power. Every anime is about the power of love.
This is what I help me and correct me if I'm right, because this is what it sounds like. To me, it sounds like for you, if there's a character that you don't know a lot about, you assuming that there's crazy power within this person.
Yeah, because it can be written in there for that. It opens it up for that.
Because now I understand how you think.
Like it opens it up for that.
I got that, but
I mean that's y'all because like and that's so my thing is like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said like all this shit is like how they like the fact that I already had my argument about Trunks. Like we don't really know how strong Trunks really is. Because all the way they write him is just like a time traveling ass like.
It's just
you know what I'm saying? Like he try like.
You read fan fiction, don't you? Get the vibe of a fan fiction reader.
I mean, I have an imaginative mind.
Give me the vibe of a fan.
But here's the thing.
Nigga, y'all watch Dragon Ball Super Heroes. Like, whatever. That's fucking fan fiction.
But here's the difference between Bacardi's fan fiction. This is what I was trying to. That's why I was asking the question. It seems like if you are a minor character, Bacardi has way more faith in you than anybody in the world.
Again, I read fan fiction.
I believe in underdogs. I truly believe in underdogs. Like I believe there's a reason that they wrote you in here, right here. Like whether you character development, whatever. Like you came in and gave a guy like a moment. If a nigga's got plot armor already,
I get it.
You are part of that process. So that means you gotta be cold in your right to get this nigga even something that goes for it.
But I get it because, like I said, I'll I've read fan fiction of Harry Potter. So at some point, you get so deep into to whatever property, you're like, bro, I want to read more. I don't care if the art.
Yeah.
I don't care if the author didn't
But
write
so
it.
here's my difference with fan fiction. It has to make some sense, right? So
But see, some of them do. Bro, I read one.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying in his regards, right? So he's talking about Yajirobe and Yamcha becoming like if there was a fan fiction of Krillin becoming the all powerful, or
I don't even be
or
all
Gohan.
powerful.
No, I'm saying or Gohan becoming like the super crazy powerful. Like them, I'm like, okay, this kind of makes sense. The Yamcha one and Yajirobe just seems too far of a stretch for me, and that's why I can't get on board with
the
it.
Yamcha one, it could turn into a thing of like Yamcha was trying to show Goku, and it's a Goku wasn't fucking with him because Goku
Right.
didn't realize it.
Right. So
And
like
that-
you,
and
can
that's-
so
and-
that's what I'm saying. Like
not
my
enough
thing
for
is
me.
like, bro,
It makes
my
no
thing
sense
is
for
like
me.
y'all
I
like.
get that, and that's it. And
It
that's
makes
why
no
I said
sense for
that's
me.
why I
But
asked
But it
you-
made no sense because you already placed this nigga in a bucket that's
because
like nigga,
that's
this
why-
you.
that was also
So you're like,
why
oh, you just
I
being funny.
asked-
Like you think you want to do this fight, but you really can't.
But
But
that's
it's like this
also why
nigga
I
really.
asked if you read fan fiction, because like I said, I have.
Yeah.
And some of those ones, the authors be cold.
Right.
They'll write something
I've read
so
some
cold
fan fiction, but again,
that it's like,
it'll
it
make
makes
sense.
so much sense.
It'd be like a side character.
Like that's what I said. Like, and that's what I said. That meme about Yamcha about saying that Yamcha was
Yeah,
holding
yeah.
back
But that's
makes
what
so much sense because it's like he literally could have been telling Goku at that moment, like, bro, fuck with me, trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he learned all that. He could have learned all that
That's
shit.
not believable
He could
to
learn
me,
all that
man.
shit. And he like, all I want you to do is trust me on this.
I understand both sides because it's not believable based off what we know from Dragon Ball.
Right,
But
I'm basing it
to
off of
your
what we
side,
see.
it's I've read some
If
fan
they
fiction,
wrote it,
some niggas
right.
that wrote some shit.
If they wrote it
that
in
was
there-
like, bro, this makes so much sense.
Cause I mean, my thing is like the way they do the multiverse of, or just the history of Dragon Ball. Like the fact that Trunks could go back and forth, whatever. Trunks could definitely drop into a timeline.
I don't think Trunks
Like,
is coming back anymore. He has to be done.
Nah, that-
You think so, bro?
He's always
He
gonna
went,
come
he
back.
went off into a happy universe. Anyway, he got his
he
girl
gonna
now.
come back. Future Trunks
He
is
gonna come
always
back.
coming back.
That'd
That's
be
what I'm
weak.
saying. We gotta get to the point where we understand why the fuck he's even doing this. Like he's a time cop.
He's a time cop.
He's definitely feds. He definitely feds.
Dog.
Like
Because
nigga, get
that's
your
what they
ass-
slowly doing. They slowly working in that Xenoverse is actually canon.
Yeah,
They're
kinda.
slowly working it. So now, like, they're pretty much doing what we just talked about Marvel doing. They're turning the video games and everything as canon.
Yeah.
You know, they're creating that
Right.
the cinema.
Like I said, I feel like they just trying to be secret about like having Dragon Ball Super, like the heroes and all that kind of shit, or just like ways of like even like the what if, like with Marvel, like
Yeah, because
having
what if
kind of
those
things.
are part of the MCU.
Yeah, like having those kind of things happen is like ways you
Well,
be like
remember,
this could really like.
once you introduce like
I feel like they
I'm
would- I
gonna
feel
just
like-
call them celestial beings, but once you introduce like Whis in them and they're saying like, look, we don't really like and the Supreme Kais and we're like, yo, y'all keep on fucking up the timeline, we gonna have to erase y'all. Like once
Yeah.
you introduce that, then that's when you start introducing like, okay, we can have all of
We
this.
can do almost anything.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's really good. I think what we're getting with the heroes and all those who are just they test positive. Like they don't want to say off the gate that we're doing this universe, or whatever. They want to see how many people follow
many
that,
people fuck
like
with
like
whatever
follow and
this
fuck with it.
is.
You
Yeah,
know what? I wonder, and I feel like there's levels to as far as a property.
You ever talk about the new Dragon Ball movie coming out?
We talking about we was
I don't remember.
There's not much we know.
Not much. But here's the funny thing that I'm thinking about, right? So think about it this way. Marvel, DC, right? You get so big and then at some point DC introduced Flashpoint, Marvel introduced, the variants and everything. So now you open up this world where you can make everything canon.
Right.
I feel like that is like a point of fandom. Like once you get to that, you can introduce you gotta earn that. Because you gotta think about out of all animes, this may be the first anime that's introducing this multiverse.
Yeah.
Right, but again, if you think about it, Dragon Ball is
It hits
OG.
that. It hits
It's
that
like
level.
you get to that level.
See,
Like,
you want to see what if this happened.
yeah,
And
So
you
I-
don't want to take away from that whatever storyline that you grew
Yeah,
up
I
with.
mean, yeah.
because I feel like Demon Slayer, even though it's the most popular anime right now, super dope and everything, they can't introduce that yet.
A level.
You gotta get to a
You can't
point.
get to a. If they came next season, this the Tanjiro from
Yeah.
Universe B, where
Right.
Nesco
And
never
it
was
won't
a
hit
demon.
it won't hit the same. It won't go over as smoothly because and then you got to have a moment where something is not considered canon,
Yeah.
right? So they had that whole GT run, and then Toriyama came back and said, "Okay, no,
No, that's not canon. Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
So now it's like, okay, but wait a minute. Some of the
Hit
shit.
this one, right?
Yep. So this is like, wait a minute. Some of the shit that they did was actually dope. How do we make that actually canon? Oh, let's just introduce this concept.
Yeah, I mean,
I
yeah.
feel like you gotta earn that right to do so, because only the major properties, there's no minor property that has
A
did that.
multiverse.
A multiverse. It's only the major properties, the ones that's like okay, and then just fuck
I
with it.
mean, yeah, I mean, I agree with that. Like, I think in that sense. I mean, and that's also like I feel like you could do it. Like, you could. Like, the way content works or whatever, like, I feel like this whole show is really about content. You understand?
I mean,
like, the way content works, like, you can make, like,
You
even if
can
you
do a
didn't
lot.
have, like, that's big budget. Like, you can have
Yeah.
little budget do all the, like, minor universe. You can do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the way that storylines and things are driven and put out is like, fam, you really can.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of
Make all the-
multiverse, there is. I got to find the video. There's a video that says because of all the crossovers that happened in like TV, television, and everything like that, there's. I'm talking about like hundreds of shows that are part of a multiverse in a kid's mind. That's what they said.
Right.
They said it's part, but it's the video that breaks it down. It talks about all these shows and how they crossed over and how they're connected. It is wild. It is a
Like,
true
it's about,
rabbit
like,
hole.
you like from
I'm
Harry
talking
Potter
about,
to, like-
no. I'm talking about classic TV shows.
Oh, okay.
And the crossovers and how they are all interconnected.
Well-
it is the most crazy. When I find it, I'm gonna post it.
Yeah, I
It's
just
built
did.
off. That sounds like it's built off of the whole theory of the 6 degrees of separation, which is saying that at any point you are 6 degrees, or essentially 6 people away from anybody in the world.
I mean, you put that in the COVID numbers. Yikes.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yikes.
true that is, but that's an interesting fucking concept.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
I've definitely
crazy.
heard the 6 degree separation. I understand what that means. Like, and it really is like, I mean, but you know, everything like human interaction, all this shit, is like a big spider web of just like webs of people.
And that's what
connect-
they were
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like everybody always assumes that 6 degrees means you're okay. I'm 6 people away from somebody who's super cool with Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian, but it's no. I'm 6 people at all times away from somebody who's interacted at some point.
yeah,
with
it's like
that
it's just a
person.
big web, yeah.
Right, but this one is like it's not just like when I was watching it was like it's not just because that actor was in this universe and in this show. It was like, you know, it'd be like an actor pop up in this show with just the one name. You never get the last name, but their name is John. But their
Yeah.
name is John in this show.
Yeah,
And in
that's
this
why I said- that's why I said it sounds like the 6 degrees of separation.
So it's not, but see, 6 degrees of separation is just if I was in a movie with you, no matter what my character name
Okay.
is.
Well, I was
Yeah.
thinking
This-
sort of. I was looking
yeah.
at it the way like you said, like,
Yeah.
oh, he John in this. Oh, but that's John Morrison. In
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Like-
but they get into detail about that shit. It's the most wildest rabbit hole that I ever fell down. Like
I wanna see
like
that.
this is a visual representation of it. This is look at all these shows.
Yeah,
that
send
they
me
say
that,
it's-
'cause I-
Is that like the United States?
these are just all popular
It's just
shows.
shows. It
Like that.
doesn't-
Like I'm talking about. They trace it back to fucking I Love Lucy to Breaking Bad. Like that wide.
That web
spectrum.
of like somebody
Oh,
being in I
send
Love
me
Lucy.
that, please. I definitely want to read that.
I'm-
That shit that interests me.
Yeah,
That's like something to actually talk about. Like you can pretty much pick one character and just literally make and like
That
talk about a
headline
whole.
in general. The headline of it is fan theory proves that almost all TV shows exist within the same universe.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw it up right here. I got a lot of shit I want to throw up.
Boy, you
Man, so-
over zealous
No,
today.
no, I done learned some news.
Ah,
So-
this nigga out here.
No, to be fair, so this is why.
You make sure you put over zealous over my word. If you doing that,
Well, so this
put
is-
over
so
zealous
this is
over my
why.
shit.
We talked so many times about how within Geekset, everybody always wants to improve whatever craft they have. Bro, I done learned some new tips and tricks.
Okay.
And I'm like, bro, I need something to test them with.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I got a list. I've been writing the list. I got a list that I got to throw in. I want to throw in all 3 of the Spider-Mans. We're gonna throw in Seth MacFarlane, Seth Meyers, and Seth. I forgot who the third. Oh, Seth Green.
Seth Green.
We're gonna throw in
Seth.
all
right, well,
we got a bunch of shit.
Let's get into recommendations, man.
I'll go first. I'm going to recommend Scarlet Nexus. I was asking y'all about it earlier. Apparently it's a video game too, but I was watching the anime. I was watching it on Funimation, where it's about this group of people. They're taking out this like enemy. They're called Others. That's literally all you know. And like I was telling y'all in the group chat, I done watched like 7 episodes, and I'm so confused, but it's so cold. Because at one point, some shit go wrong in a mission, and I'm like, oh, that was a government conspiracy. Then
Yeah.
the next episode I watch, I'm like, oh shit, wait, no, that was this other group because they trying to throw a coup. Oh shit, wait, no, it's because this happened with the government, and they trying to
That's
stop
what I
the
feel like
coup.
I watched some
And
of the
I'm
anime.
like, there's so much shit happening that I'm so confused. But then I found out there was a game, and I'm like, I'd much rather play the game than watch the anime. But for recommendation wise, I say you do what I did. I watched like the first 6 or 7 episodes. I'm about to buy the game, and then I'm gonna go finish the anime. It's cold.
All right, so for me, I'm going to actually recommend some content, man. So in this world where we're just trying to find streaming services and stuff like that, there are two black.
Already having a photo shoot over there.
There are two
gotta show the
black-owned
merch.
streaming services that I support that I want you guys to check out. The first one, shout out to my guy Brandon Champ Robinson, man. He got redgrade.tv. He has original content on there that he's producing. He's building a streaming service. Again, this is a streaming service. Go to redgrade.tv, man. Streaming service. He has original content. I think if I'm not mistaken, on there already. He has his Noodle series. He has his Harley Quinn series that he did. I think he has his Lara Croft Tomb Raider series on there. Just really dope, black-owned, independent. The next one, another streaming service, the Kev on Stage streaming service. Now, obviously, a lot of people already know who Kev on Stage is, but through some of his videos that I was watching, he was saying, like, it's funny, a lot of people know him, and they don't know that he actually has a streaming services. Now, originally, it was positioned as the Kev on Stage streaming app. But part of the Stage crew, I am part of the Stage crew. Shout out to the Stage crew.
I am too.
Yep.
Shout out to the Stage crew.
We started saying, like, using the word app, even though it is an app, this is actually a streaming service because you can get it on your Apple TV. You can get it on, just on your actual TV. You can put it on your phone and your tablet and everything. So it is a streaming service. Original content. You get some stand-up comedy, some specials on there. They got a real comedians challenge show. They got their, what else they show? They got their Black People Don't Do Improv. Shout out to Crystal Bubbling. They got just actually original content that they're putting together with some of your favorites. If you watch any All Dev content or Kev on Stage studio content, a lot of the people that you see on there is on there, but they also are giving people that opportunity. You also get access to the Keep Your Distance comedy show. If you were not aware, during the pandemic, Kev on Stage was doing an online comedy show, and he was giving comedians that opportunity to still perform in front of a live audience. Of course, they was following the COVID protocols. But he packaged it and was able to put it on this streaming service. So those are two really dope streaming services that I definitely say that if you are looking for original black content and just a black streaming service to support, redgrade.tv and Kev on Stage streaming services. Those are my two recommendations.
That's actually a really dope thing because
That was definitely a dope.
I feel like that is something that we probably dropped the ball on more often than we should, is that we know we all consume black content.
Yeah, we do.
We don't talk about
We
it
definitely
enough.
should. We should definitely
talk about it enough.
We should have a black content corner before we
we definitely.
Maybe we should add that. Maybe we should add that before recommendations, like a real quick spotlight on people that inspired us.
We know we do. Yeah, like
people that inspired us
inspire
or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just have a moment of like, because I mean we're all in the same boat in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a recommendation, but it's like a.
It's almost like a second recommendation.
Yeah, it's a second recommendation. So whether before recommendations or whatever, I mean, we should have
We'll figure it out.
Kind of like you know what I'm saying? Kind of like
the show's gonna always evolve.
Mine would be it's a video game I'm playing. Actually, it's called Splitgate. Splitgate.
I haven't even heard of
Splitgate. It's on Xbox.
Only?
Yes, I don't know only yet.
Take it,
but I've been
Xbox
playing
back.
it ferociously.
So the first thing I saw Splitgate, Halo meets Portal.
Oh yes.
What?
Yes. Yes.
What?
Yes. So it's literally like classic Halo, like same load. Like literally the whole game is fucking Halo.
Right.
No,
Like,
it's on PlayStation.
It's on PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
Is
It's free to play?
Oh, is it crossplay?
Oh, it's free to
Is it
play?
crossplay
Wait a
though?
minute.
Now let me see. Let me look it up.
I didn't know if it's crossplay. 'Cause that's what I'm saying. Like it's free to play on Xbox too, but it's a free to play game. Yeah, it's a free to play game.
It is crossplay.
Is it?
The Splitgate
Oh, we on
crossplay
this
player
here.
is so
This is what we
downloading
on. This is what we
that
on did.
tonight.
This is what we on did.
The last headline I see is that the Splitgate crossplay beta is so popular that the developers had to take it offline. So I don't know if it's still back.
Oh, shit.
no,
It is.
it's back now. Yep, it is back now.
They said they got some voice chat issues, but I don't need to
Yeah.
chat to shoot
Yeah,
across.
bro. But I'm saying it's Halo. It's literally Halo. And I'm like, I was never the coolest Halo person. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, because this is like classic Halo, like there's no you ain't no sliding, ain't no fucking
Wait,
like
Halo
ain't
1,
no
like
murder.
Xbox
Yes,
Halo?
like ain't no murders
I
in the
ain't played
back.
that in
Like,
years.
but it got Portal though. So like the Portal shit is like.
Matter of fact, I got the PlayStation. I'm
The
about
Portal
to
shit so
that
cold
now.
about it is because it's like it really is that like nigga like I was playing like you can literally put a portal behind somebody. Like let's say you was sniping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you right by a portal somewhere close. I can literally throw a portal by you and send a rocket, grenade, whatever, and then just kill you. I only got to go through the portal. Like I just throw that shit through the portal at your ass and see you from across the room. See my grenade come through that portal and kill your ass.
Down,
like
it looks beastie. I'm looking at the
but
game.
it literally has all. It has pretty much all the game modes, everything like from Halo. Like it's I haven't played. It feel like I'm just playing a classic ass shooter game. Like Halo,
I definitely want to Twitch that.
Like it's like bro, like that shit. So like your Splitgate, I don't like the fact that they free to play. And it's like literally nothing. Like there's nothing in the game that like because it's literally like Halo was like that. Like the guns and everything in the match, it was like they all the same kind of guns. They might change cosmetics, but it's all like that's literally what it is. Like every gun, it's shotguns to sniper, like all this shit.
I'm gonna download it. I just want to give y'all a caveat. I have never played a Halo game ever in my life.
You'll enjoy it anyway though, because
I know I enjoy. I'm just saying,
chaos of it.
I'm just saying that I may be trash coming into it.
You gonna be trash coming into it? Because I was trash coming into it too.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's still gonna be. It's still gonna be.
But it's like because it's not because I think it's more chaotic than like a Call of Duty, and it's really just like bro, I played like my first game. Like they do all the Halo calls. Like they had like a kill tastic, and I like bro, I was out here doing. I was going ham. Like dog,
I'm definitely
shotgun shit. Like one hand, like bro, that bitch going dumb.
I'm definitely going back and playing
dumb.
This.
And I'm like,
downloading.
Splitgate's mine. Like I definitely like if we can crossplay.
Yeah,
that's definitely gonna be Twitch game.
It look like we can.
All right, bet. All right, then the OG recommendation. Make sure you go to GeeksetPodcast.com, man. Make sure you go to our shop. Check out all our past episodes. The blog is back. Ditch is doing some amazing work, man. We got some dope ass articles already up. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are so close to that road to 1,000, man. YouTube.com/GeeksetPodcast. We got the one-on-one with Deuces series going on. We got the Geekset Rewind coming back. We got the Geekset Podcast episode. So if you're listening to this and you want to see visuals, you can go to that Geekset Podcast, YouTube.com/GeeksetPodcast. Again, hit that subscribe. One of the best ways to support us is make sure you go to the Patreon.com/Geekset.
Yes.
You get perks. We're actually sending out some perks soon to our Patreon. So if you are listening from Patreon, just know you may have got a message. If you didn't respond to that message, please respond to that message that you see, so that way we can get you your perk for being such a loyal and such a high level importance to the growth of Geekset, man.
Y'all fucking with us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Always.
Thank
also,
you.
make sure you check on our Discord, man. Just a Discord full of dope individuals talking about geek shit from collections to movies to we got spoiler chats. It's just a really really dope time.
Hell, if you're a sneaker geek, we got a sneakerhead channel.
Oh yeah, we got a sneakerhead chat.
There's almost everything.
Yeah, we know. And then as always, man, go to GeeksetPodcast.com for everything and follow us on all social media platforms at Geekset Podcast. And this is the only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. And we are out.
Peace.